Okay. Trying to avoid that like awkward, like, hey, I'm live and I'm talking to myself, but 30 seconds really isn't enough time. Oh, maybe it is. Hey, hello, hello. I got time today. What's going on? I don't know. How are you, Bella? Um, Not much going on. You got like an extra hour or so of time. So I figured I'd pop in, say what's up to you guys. So I'm lazy today. Been lazy for the last 2 days. Don't tell anybody. Just kidding. Just been bored. Been lazy. Tired. We went away the other day, got back. Yesterday I was just like, I need to relax. I need to relax. Hey June, how you doing, girl? How you doing? So, how is everybody? I'm just chilling on this lovely day. It's actually really nice out today. It's beautiful. Hand pink weaving, hand pink weaving, hand pink weaving, hand pink weaving. What is that, sweetie pie? Hello, sweet pea. Gumby money moves. Um, hey mods, everyone in chat just got done listening to the horrible shit show. Where? Where? Beefergs in the house. Ditterbugs in the house. In the house. Yeah, dude. What the fuck? What in the fuck is going on? What in the fuck is going on? So I heard it like late last night. I guess Molly Golightly was talking about me. And I just want everybody to know this. I'm fine with her like responding to what I say or talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Like she has a right to do that. So nobody here should get mad that, oh my God, she's talking about you. I talk about her, dude. So, she has that right she has every fucking right in the world to talk about me. Every right in the world to respond. The problem is, for me at least, is that she doesn't respond necessarily, right? Like she doesn't respond to the shit that I say. She just makes up stupid shit because she's just not intelligent or witty enough. Like which we've seen, right? We've seen her do these like weak ass draggings of people. Like, bitch, you can't drag a wet blanket. Like you're horrible at draggings. Just stop. Never seen somebody that bad at dragging someone. I was supposed to take my car to get looked up before work. That didn't happen. Yeah, right. See, I'm not the only one. Played Animal Crossing. Is that like Frogger or something? I don't know. Yeah, but which shit show? Spurging about other creators in a closet is extremely commentary community energy. Hmm. Hey Nana yells and lied all last night. So I wasn't I didn't watch her live last night. I got like 3 text messages, people telling me she was live, and I was like, I can't. I somehow pushed myself and suffered through the fucking one live when she was live going off about Mallory, you know? And look, dude, I'm not Mallory's biggest fan out here. Do I have a issue with Mallory? No. Mallory never did anything to me except for years and years and years ago. When I first met Mallory, okay, like met, she like Mallory's, and everybody knows this, okay? Mallory's whole thing, she's here for one thing and one thing only. Views, subs, and money. So it's 3 things, but they all kind of work hand in hand, right? She's here for that, for money, basically. And along with that comes the views and the subs and everything like that, okay? And she admits it. So she was in Diane's chat. And I was having an issue with Diane at that time, okay? And me and Diane were arguing. I think I might have went up on Diane's panel and we had exchanged words. We didn't get like a huge fight or anything by any means. Now I had never heard of Mallory before this day. Mallory went up on her channel and made this video. She used to say it was Mallorizing somebody, and it was so stupid because like she didn't know me, so like anything she was saying was based just on like that exchange that I had with Diane that night. So it was lame. It was a bad dragon. But I get why she did it. At the time the community was small, everybody's channels were small, and my channel was like a bigger channel, right? Which is still fucking minuscule in the grand scheme of things. But like, she probably figured she'd grab a few subscribers off of it. So fine. But like other than that, she had apologized for that and we had worked past it. And then, I don't have an issue necessarily with her, okay, personally. I have an issue with some of the things she says and does on here, just like everybody else does, But my problem is, the way that she was getting dragged yesterday. I don't know about Mallory's fucking history or her past or anything like that. And I don't fucking honestly care, because you know what? She is not, by far, not the only person that's up here acting like they're the moral fucking authority, okay? Who has a fucking long, lengthy, history of being arrested and all other shit, So can people reform and change, in their lives? Absolutely. Absolutely they can. And so I'm not going to judge somebody on some shit that they've done when they were younger or in their 20s. If you're still doing that shit, then it's a problem. Like somebody like Betty Bullhorn, does her past matter? Yeah, because it shows a pattern of behavior. And, maybe she's not getting arrested now, but she still has a propensity for violence, okay? And violent behavior and bullying behavior, threatening behavior. So it does matter in that case. Is Mallory still stealing cars? I don't even know if this is true. This is what was coming out of MGL's mouth. Okay. Clearly not, clearly not. So, all right. So she fucked up and hung out maybe with the wrong crowd when she was younger. Who knows? I don't fucking care about that shit. And that's all the shit that MGL, when she shit talks somebody, that's the shit that she brings up all the time. It's all the irrelevant bullshit, or she just completely lies. Like her saying, for instance, she's trying to like triangulate, okay, between trans people. So she's trying to triangulate, put Mallory against Gina, and she's like, and like even that weird, odd comparison that she's doing between them makes it her look even more transphobic, because it's like trans women are not trying to be trans women; they're trying to be women, right? They're not trying to be trans women. Like it's just fucking, it's just so weird. It's so fucking weird, but she's like, oh, Gina has nice skin. Like, does that fucking matter? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what your skin looks like. If you're a good person, I don't care what you look like. I don't give a fuck. You could weigh 900 pounds and fucking, dress with clothes that are dirty and have holes in them. I don't care what you look like. If you're a good person with a good heart and have good morals and you have empathy for other human beings, chances are I'll probably be cool with you. I don't judge people on their looks. Okay. The only time I bring up looks is when it's people like her and people like fucking Bullhorn Betty, who are just disgusting, fucking nasty humans to begin with, and think that they're so much better than everybody else. That's when I fucking judge looks. Okay. But to sit there cutting Mallory down and saying the shit that she was saying, like, oh, you only became trans to hide from your past. And dude, like, not for nothing, just really sit and think about that. And I highly doubt that that's the case. Okay. Like, why would a man want to put himself into a extremely, minority position where you're risking getting killed, honestly, every time you fucking leave your house? Because there's a lot of people that are out there that are fucking extremely, extremely transphobic and fucking very disgusted and hateful towards it. Okay. So why would a man do that, to hide from their past? Like, it just doesn't even fucking make sense. It's so stupid. Clearly, some people transition when they're younger, and she, in the process of doing this, right, she lets out all this personal shit about Gina Diamond, this other trans woman, okay, that she's friends with, that's dating Princess or some shit, right? In the process of trying to take down Mallory, she does this all the time. She throws 10 other people under the bus, She takes down this girl, and I didn't know Gina's story, nor do I care, to be quite honest with you. But she's letting out all this personal shit, like, oh, Gina's on assistance. Gina can't find housing. I don't fucking need to know that. I don't need to know that. It's fucking disgusting, dude. She's fucking, yeah, exactly. They're all trash. Exactly. Bridget. 100%. Hurt people. You're right. And so it's just like, so you made, in the process of fucking trying to drag somebody, you made yourself look like really transphobic. You fucking let out personal information about somebody that nobody needed to know. Okay. And then it's not your story to share. Okay. We all know, if we pay attention to the world around us, we all know the things that all trans people struggle with on a day-to-day basis. Gina's story, I've heard it a million times when it comes to trans people. And I'm not minimizing it. I'm saying that that's a very common occurrence. Okay. And, it doesn't matter what point in your life you transition that doesn't mean that you're less, trans than somebody else. Like, she's so fucking ignorant, dude. She's so fucking ignorant. Just because, she might have transitioned. Some people are confused and they don't transition until look at Bruce Jenner, perfect example. The guy got married twice to women, had fucking families, kids. He's an Olympic athlete. And then he decided to transition in his early 60s. I believe it was, or his late 50s. Like, so does that mean he's any less trans than that? Does that mean that Bruce Jenner's transition is any less trans than anybody else? I mean, come on, dude. You're fucking so ignorant, man. You're so fucking ignorant. And the fact that Gina sits there and lets her speak like that, when I know she has to know that it's wrong, she's also a piece of shit, in my opinion. How hard up and desperate are you for friends? Getting ready for work. Hey, crazy Gemini. Molly's the type of person who will never be able to take constructive criticism or be able to self-reflect. Exactly. And Justin knows it's wrong too, because he's part of that, I always say the letters wrong. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's part of that community. Okay. And it's just sick that nobody stands up for what's right over there. Stand up for what's right. Like I've heard people criticize her for certain things, and I'll admit, when things are right. Like, for instance, I listened to See Was Everything Go Lightly posted a video today where she's talking with her family, and certain things that people are criticizing. Like, I get it. I've been through the process of losing a parent and a parent dealing both, but my dad had lung cancer, so I know exactly what she's going through. Okay, or what her mom's going through and what her family's going through. And I'd be damned if I'd ever fucking shove a camera in my family's faces while I was going through something like this, while they were going through something like this. I mean, this woman has a serious fucking addiction to the internet, dude. A serious fucking addiction. She's always talking about, this one, you don't have a life and blah, blah, blah. No, bitch. When I have to take care of things with my family, I'm out of here, dude. I left this fucking platform for over 4 months last year because I was like, bye, see you guys later. I don't need to fucking be here. I don't depend on this for anything except for a little fucking entertainment. It doesn't pay my bills. It doesn't fucking feed my family. It doesn't put a roof over my head. This is a hobby for me. Okay. So it's a little different. I don't depend on this shit. Do I love checking in with you guys? Absolutely. I love talking to you guys. I love hanging out with you guys, but I don't depend on this shit. This isn't my livelihood. This isn't my life. Okay. I have a life outside of this. I have a family outside of this. I take care of my family. Okay. I spend time with my family. I invest in my family. She doesn't do that, clearly. Okay. She can't even be alone with her own fucking family without a camera in her face. That's pretty fucking sad. Pretty fucking sad. My grandfather died of lung cancer. Heartbreaking journey. Yes, it's very, very, very heartbreaking and hard to watch. And I just want to hold on. There's one part that really got me in this video. And it's really funny. She had a lot of shit to say about my family and my problems with my family, which I know she didn't even watch my series or anything like that. Okay. Or maybe she did, but she doesn't understand. She doesn't even know the story. She doesn't know what happened between my brother and I. And even if she did watch it, she still wouldn't have an understanding, because in order to have, an understanding of what I went through and my feelings, you would have to have a heart, right? And you would have to care, because for my life, all the fighting and shit that went on in my family was not normal. I didn't grow up in a dysfunctional fucking, household. Okay. I mean, maybe my household had a normal level of dysfunction. Okay. But, for the most part, I had a pretty normal life growing up. Okay. And up until my adult years, when something happened in my family, and then it changed the whole entire dynamics of my family. Right. But even then, I still got along with everybody. I didn't come from a family where we fought with each other and we didn't talk to each other for fucking years at a time. I didn't do that. I never had that kind of shit in my life. Nobody did in my family. My mom's brothers and sisters all talked to each other. They all got along. So like, when something like that happened in my family, it was devastating to me, because that's not how I roll. That's not how my family was. So, and I loved my family. So, when it got to a point where I couldn't get along with certain people anymore, it was devastating to me. because it was not normal. But here we are, we're sitting here watching her family, and you can see the dysfunctions there because, oh, we just found out her nephew added it that her and her sister haven't talked in years. And they just recently started talking again. But, she had a lot of shit to say about me not talking to my brother and about me putting my family business out on the internet. And here's the difference. I don't show my brother's face. I don't fucking tell everybody what his fucking first and last name is. Okay? I don't do any of that shit. She exploits her family. Completely fucking exploited her family. She's an idiot. Hold on a second. I'm going to just grab this from the window because there was one part in here I thought was really interesting in this video that I watched this morning. I think it was on the Everything Go Lightly channel. I really don't I made a video last night. It was supposed to be members only just to entertain you guys. But I don't care what she has to say about me. It's always the same fucking lie. So I'm not going to even react or respond to it again for you guys. It was so stupid. She said the same things that she always says. I'm a stalker. I'm a psycho. I'm in love with her, and then, she added an extra one this time. The other thing was, what was it? I drove by her house, or I came to her house. She changes it every time. Sometimes it's a drive by. Sometimes I came there. And it's really funny because if I was there and you're so fucking tough, why didn't you come outside and fight me? Since you're so tough. And where's the proof? Show the proof. How do you know I drove by your house? Huh? Because you already admitted that I denied it to Laura and Tiffany, right? So where's the proof then? That means you have some other form of proof. Either you saw me with your own eyes, because I don't even think your son or your husband would know who I am if they saw me, okay, in person. So that would leave only you to see me, or maybe you had a camera or something. So where's the video? Where's the proof? Yeah, thought so. You don't fucking have proof, but you'll keep fucking saying it because you're not intelligent or witty enough to say anything else about me, right? And then, so the other thing she said, and I still to this day really don't fucking get it, was that I signed this thing under Kim Lowry's obituary that said, and I have this screenshot, something about, sorry about the way I treated you, God bless you. And for some reason she thinks that I wrote that. And I'm like, I don't know where the fuck she came up with that, but I sincerely think she wrote it. And I called it out online because somebody had sent it to me. And I thought it was pretty disgusting because if you're going to go on somebody's obituary, okay, and even if it's somebody that you had issues with, okay, there's no need to bring up the issues on an obituary. If you're going to go there, just say your piece and that's it. Wish the family, the obituary is not for the person who passed away. It's for the people who are still there, the family. Okay, so there's no need to bring up issues on a fucking obituary. You could just say something like, I'm sorry for your loss. That's it. That's good enough. But you don't have to fucking make it about yourself. But we know that everything's about her in the end, right? She makes everything about herself. So, yeah, she saw it. Yeah, maybe her crossed eye saw me. So, for whatever reason, she seemed to think that it was me that wrote this. I really don't fucking know why. But last night, she kind of let out a little, or yesterday rather, she kind of let out, oh, shit. Oh, my God, what did I do? Hold on. Oh, I thought I accidentally went off the StreamYard. Yesterday, she happened to let out a little secret that kind of answered my question because she's like, oh, Tiffany found it. And I'm like, oh, how? Isn't that convenient? Tiffany always finds everything online negative. Anytime there's anything negative written about somebody, Tiffany just happens to find it. Because I don't know why Tiffany's just fucking Googling people that she's not talking with or having issues with all the time. And then all of a sudden, this negative shit about them appears on the internet. And Tiffany always happens to find it. What's the chances? What's the chances? But I really do think that she wrote that herself, and she just felt like an asshole when I called her out because everybody was like, how disgusting is that? So, she blamed me for that. And I like, it's so stupid. It's just so stupid. Like, that's the best thing that you could come up with. The people in her chat who have no idea who Leona is, or Leanna for that matter, right? They're probably sitting there like, the fuck is this? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, okay. Even if that was the case, it's still just so stupid. But she's such an asshole. So those are the stupid things that she said about me. So like my response to all of that is go see your mother. I can never imagine sitting at my mother's house in my pajamas, going live, knowing that my mom's in the hospital, worrying about all this petty, insignificant fucking YouTube bullshit instead of spending time with my mom. Like I could never fucking put myself in that spot and be like, oh my God. Oh, I didn't even see Nonsense Was Life. My bad. I didn't watch I didn't even check YouTube before I hit the live button. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, all the petty fucking bullshit that you're worried about right now and wasting your fucking valuable time on is just so stupid. You're going to look back one day and you're going to be like, "Oh my God, you know, I wish that time when I was sitting in my kitchen screaming my head off about Mallory and fucking Leona and Nonsense and whoever else, I should have been spending that time with my mom." I mean, her sister came to the house, so obviously during this whole rant that she went on, she's sitting there in these fucking awful looking weird cardinal pajamas, okay? And you know, her sister rolls up to the house while she's sitting there going off. So clearly she should have been getting ready, you know? Anything she could do to avoid going to see her mom. Anything she could do to avoid going seeing her mom. So her sister made it a point to get up, get dressed, get ready, and get out for the day so that they could go see the mother. And this fucking idiot is sitting online going off about me. Me. Stupid little old fucking me. You know? And Mallory. Because that's important, right? Right now, you're a fucking loser, honestly. It's pretty sad. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be fucking embarrassed. And then she sits there and acts like the victim. You know, like all she does is lie to her family. She lies and lies and lies. She's like, you know, she's telling her family like all these things that are happening, that she's being judged. Oh, this one called mommy a bitch. Really? No, that's not what happened. Or what else did she say? Oh, people are judging me for going to 90s con. She leaves out the whole part that the reason that people are judging her is because she went in her Patreon, first made a post saying she's gone, okay? And then when that didn't, work out hours later, she comes back and she's like, "Oh, sorry for scaring everybody. She's not gone." But then she makes it like she's about to die, okay? Any second. Like she has to rush there and hopefully she'll get there to say her goodbyes. And so will Jake and all these, so emotional, right? Then all of a sudden we come to find out, no, that's not the case. That's not the case at all. It's not what's going on. But she leaves that part out of the story. Okay? So everybody's sitting here thinking in their heads, holy shit, your mom's about to die. She's in her last days and you're going to 90s con and taking pictures with fucking washed up celebrities. Like, really? That's what's important right now? That's why everybody's judging her. But she's going to lead her family to believe that it's something totally different. And I'm not saying that there's not something serious going on with her mom, because clearly there is. Okay. And I don't think her family members who are unfortunately dragged into these live streams that she's doing, I don't think that, they have anything to gain by lying about the mother's situation. So I'm going to, go based off of what they're saying. And her nephew pretty much explains in pretty good detail what's going on with the mother. And she isn't still in a very serious situation, and I'm just, look, I've been through it twice, not once, but twice. Okay. And from what I'm hearing, her mom's in a very bad state right now. And, I pray for her mom, honestly. I would never want to see anybody go through this. Not my worst enemy would I want to see have to go through this. It's horrible, but it sounds to me like she's in a very advanced stage of her, disease, and it's sad. I feel horribly for her mom and the rest of her family that are suffering truly, she on the other hand, she seems like she just wants it over with so that she could get back to her normal life. Like, this is a big fucking inconvenience for her. Hey, John, her mom being sick is a huge inconvenience to her life, and it's pretty gross. It's pretty fucking gross. And all she could think about is turning her mom into fucking diamonds, because she's selfish. You know what I think? Honestly, she just wants the attention. Okay. She's seen what happens, in the world when you lose a parent. It's not the kind of attention I fucking want. I'll tell you that much. This is the worst kind of attention you could ever get, in my opinion. Okay. I remember being at my mom's, wake and just everybody coming up to me. And it's just so overwhelming. It's not the kind of fucking attention I want. Honestly, the worst kind of attention you could ever imagine is that type of attention. But I think she wants the attention. It gives her a chance to be the victim. Let me just find this little clip here. Hold on a second. John Easter's coming soon. You got any carrots? Hold on a second. For the Easter bunny?
The phone on live.
Oh.
About clothes.
Hold on a second.
Oh. She was like, Adrian calls online on speaker. He's like,
hold on a second. I was in the wrong window. I want to show you guys just this one part. We're not watching this whole thing because it's fucking... I really don't want to put her family on my channel, to be quite honest with you, just because these people didn't ask to be, put into this situation. But I just want you guys to look at this one part, and it might not mean anything to anybody else, but for me, I don't know. I just took note of this while I was watching it this morning. I just thought it was odd. Very, very odd. So once my laptop decides to stop being an asshole, she has to be the center of attention. Now what? Kind of like a child acts out. Yes. Yes, exactly, JJ. Acts out to get attention, even if it's negative. That's exactly what's going on here. When somebody's sick, they become the center of attention. And I really, truly think she doesn't know how to handle that. Well, hold on. We have this sped up. Oh no, it's not. All right, maybe it's sped up. What the fuck am I looking at, by the way? What is this? Hold on.
If you're gay, are you kidding me? This whole time, you said you wanted to see the scientific purposes.
Dude, she's putting this all out here, and I feel bad because her sister keeps coming up, and she's like, "Well, why do people care what we're doing?" But it's like, dude, your sister's putting this shit out there. Shame on her. She shouldn't be putting this out here right now. If you want to talk about your experience afterwards, fine. But right now, your focus should be spending time with your family, supporting your family supporting you, supporting your mom, spending time with her, supporting your stepfather. But you can't even get offline. I mean, that's pretty fucking sad, dude. I had a YouTube channel when my mom was sick and in the hospital through her whole illness. And I didn't have time for it. That wasn't my concern, being on YouTube. Not my fucking concern. This is disgusting. I especially don't know why she would do this because she got caught in so many fucking lies doing this.
Showgirls tonight. Tyler's never seen it. And he says, he goes, I've never seen Showgirls. We're not gay.
You could totally tell that her family is... Never mind. I'll stay quiet.
I got 1,000 girlfriends on here now. I stole Marissa's clients.
But you guys can take notice of something. Hold on, real quick. Whisper to the nephew.
I got 1,000 girlfriends on here now. I stole Marissa's clients.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what her nephew said? Her nephew. He goes, I stole Marissa's, I think he said clientele. Okay. He refers to her as Marissa in this, not even Aunt Marissa, which I find odd, right? Because it's his aunt. And I know when I stopped talking to my aunts, I don't refer to them as aunts anymore. So, yeah. And there was another point in here. The only reason I'm pointing this out is because she had so much to fucking say about me. And that's one of the things that she tries to use against me is that I don't talk to my family, her and Laura. And I heard one of the, I don't know if there was another nephew there or something, or somebody that said that they had never met her husband before, which I found really fucking weird. Okay, so there's the stepdad. You could clearly tell he's uncomfortable in this whole situation. He doesn't want to be on camera. He's kind of covering his face up. What the fuck? I could only imagine where God, she's just putting her family in such an awkward position right now. Like, you know, filming this because like they're kind of left with no choice. She's walking around the house filming everybody. Okay. And it's like, they're not going to make a scene on camera. So it's like, oh my God. And then, you know, at this point in time, at least I know I tried to, and I can't say the same for the rest of my family, but like, I was really trying everything I could to not like start issues with anybody in my family because I just, you know, I like that's not helping anything in this situation, right? It's not going to help anything in this situation. So it's just sick. Notice she puts the camera all the way back there. We can't hear anything. I would just never even think to live stream while I'm at a family gathering. Like it would never happen. Would never fucking happen. You know, I can't even fathom doing something like this.
So, I completely understand. Jacob's grandfather was
It's Chinese.
It's sped up in the video, so sorry. Hold on a second. Let me fast forward. All right, this is the part where I want to go with. Shit's so weird. Okay. So she walks out, her whole family is in the kitchen. She walks out of the kitchen and she goes and grabs her mom's wig, which I'm like, why does the internet need to see your mom's wig? I know for a lot of women, and especially older women, you know, hair is a very important thing to us women. You know, our hair is very important to us, right? Something that we use to express who we are, you know, different styles and stuff like that. And a lot of women take a lot of good care of their hair, you know, and I know for many women, it's a really, really hard thing, especially women who have cancer, who go through chemo, you know, when they start losing their hair, it's a really, really, really hard thing to deal with. Okay. Because it's like almost taking away a huge part of who you are, you know, and we all know that, right? Because I'm sure every woman in this chat room has had a time where a haircut didn't come out good or something, you know, and it just it made you feel so self-conscious, you know, when your hair doesn't look good. I know for me it does, right? And I know if it was me who was in that situation and I lost my hair, it would really affect me, you know? So like, I'm sure her mom would be mortified because there's been talk about her mom not wanting any of this shit online. But here she is. She walks in here and she grabs the little head with the wig on it to show her audience, which I find so fucked up. Okay. So fucked up. Watch. And I'm like, why did she just leave? She just left the room to do this. Like, she left the room to go walk into this other room to grab the wig and to show everybody, like, more sympathy, you know, here's her wig. Like, I don't know. It's just disgusting.
I see my mom's wig.
No, we don't. We don't need to see it. It's a fucking wig. Like, no, like every woman in here has seen a wig in their lives. Every person in here. It doesn't even need to be a woman, right? Why? Just why do you need to do this? Look, that's what I wanted you guys to see right there. Look how the stepfather pops in. Hold on, watch him. Just keep an eye in the background right here. I don't know. Look, just watch.
I see my mom's wig.
Look at his face. Did you guys see that? I don't know how good you guys can see it if you're not on the phone. I mean, if you're on the phone, but did you guys see how he just kind of stepped in and looked like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? The fuck are you doing? I don't know. It's just so weird to me. His face just looked like, what are you doing? Like she got caught. You know what I'm saying? And then watch this odd exchange between them.
Information for the savings and the checking.
All right, so I don't know if you guys could hear him all that good, but he's saying he gave Dawn information for the checking and the savings. Okay. So listen to what she says. Hold on, I'm gonna back that up for a second.
Dawn has all the information for the savings and the checking account. So she's got all the account numbers here. So whatever's got to get done, we do, okay?
I'm having a hard time understanding.
She goes, I'm having, she just realizes that her father, stepfather just busted her out basically in a lie. Okay. 'Cause she's been telling everybody in her audience for the last, I don't know, 5 months that she's been taking care of her mom's bills, all her mom's bills, and that her mom's been charging her credit card up and she's paying all the co-payments and all this shit, right? And the stepfather just came in and he goes, I gave Dawn all the information for the checking and the savings account to take care of like the bills and everything. Okay. And so her response to that, because she doesn't know what to do, she realizes that she just got busted in a fucking huge lie. Okay. And I'm not saying that she hasn't been helping them out. I don't know. You know, there's no proof to show that she's been helping them out. Well, there is a little proof because she does talk about, I don't know, she bought the mother a bed and the sister doesn't deny it. Okay. So I'm assuming that, okay, she bought a bed, which, you know, great. That's great. You know, and I'm sure she, you know, maybe throws money at her mom and buys things because that's the only way she knows how to show how she cares because, you know, she doesn't really have human emotions and she thinks buying people things is the way, you know, because that's the way to her heart, right? The way to her heart is to buy her expensive things. That's how, you know, I'm sure that's how Adrian fucking landed such a fucking gem of a wife. So she thinks that everybody else is the same way. You know, she could buy love. Let me just keep buying things. She does it with people on here. She buys friendships, you know, with everybody on here. That's how she makes her friends. You know, first it starts off as a little, here, let me hit you with a little $50 Cash App, PayPal donation or super chat. Okay. And then, you know, the more they do what she wants, the more she gives them. You know, Mallory got the sunglasses. Tiffany got the sunglasses, you know, the token of her appreciation for dragging the people that she wants you to drag for her, you know, and sticking by her side and having her back. It's the only way she knows how to show people love is to fucking buy them things. Because it's easy. Honestly, that's the easiest fucking thing you can do. If you have money, the easiest thing you could do is buy something for somebody. You know what I'm saying? It takes no time. It takes no fucking time. She doesn't go there and personally deliver it herself. She picks something out, she fucking pays for it, and boom. You know what the hard part is? The hard part is sitting there with somebody and watching them scream in fucking pain for hours and hours on end. That's the hard part of taking care and loving and caring for somebody. That's the hard part, to do that. To sit there and watch somebody you love just wither away in front of your eyes. That's the hard part. Fucking loser. So anyway, sorry. This gets me so fucking triggered because I lost my mom. And to see somebody acting like this, it's disgusting to me. She's so fucking selfish. So selfish. Hold on. Sorry. You know, it's heartbreaking and I feel bad for her mom. You know, and listen, maybe she's obviously, this woman's obviously emotionally, mentally stunted, okay? And like doesn't know how to handle things. And I'll give her that, you know. Some people are just like that. They just don't know how to handle things. But like, you don't also have to use it the way that she's using it to make money and get sympathy and attention and all this other shit. If you don't know how to handle things, then just don't know how to handle them. But stop fucking judging everybody else. She sits here and judges everybody else the way they're, you know, their family issues, their looks, their appearances, their houses, where they grew up, everything. And it's like, we're getting a little look into your life that it's not so perfect. Not all it was cracked up to be, huh?
I gave her all the information because she's going to start paying some bills.
Okay.
So she has to take
All right.
some of the savings and put it in the
Okay.
checking. All right? So she has all the information.
All right.
Now watch her. You see her face? She's like, she don't know what to do right now. She's got caught in a huge fucking lie. Okay. She also realizes probably that she's not responsible enough with money to do that. So her sister is given that, you know, that's her responsibility. Because clearly out of the both of them, the sister's the more responsible, independent one who could take care of herself. And there's a little exchange here where it's kind of underhanded. I'm not sure exactly what part it is, by the sister, you know, saying that she bought my mom nice pocketbooks and stuff. Like, That's all we wanted for her because like that's all she does. That's all she could do. It's all she's capable of doing. You know, it's all she knows, and that's how she defines herself. It's sad. Like her life, people that say that, oh, you know, this one's jealous or that one's jealous. I don't know. I don't know who would want her life. Oh my God, hold on a second. Oh, God, everybody's calling me now, huh? You know, like I certainly wouldn't want her life. Her life seems very lonely and sad to me. She seems like a very lonely, miserable person. I mean, while she's going through this, her husband's yelling at her on the phone, and that's sad in and of itself. Okay. And then they're fighting on the phone. You know, her family, they seem supportive somewhat, but I think it's all being faked for now. Just in my opinion, you know, my read off of the situation, I can see this going horribly wrong. But a lot of her lies just aren't adding up right now. She's getting busted out in all her lies. Because she's so desperate for attention. And in that desperation, she doesn't realize that she's going to get busted in a bunch of lies. That's not me rewinding it, by the way.
All the information for the savings and the checking. So she's got all the account numbers here. Okay? So whatever's got to get done with what we do, okay?
I'm having a hard time understanding.
Well, I gave her all the information because she's going to start paying some bills.
Okay.
So she has to take
All
some
right.
out of the savings and put it in the
Okay.
checking. All right? So she has all the information.
All right.
So after telling everybody that they're broke and she's paying all the bills and this and that, he just let her know. Okay, she's gonna start taking care. I'm gonna make the assumption, and this is very common in a lot of households, that the mom pays the bills, takes care of the money. In my house, my husband does all that. I'm not very good with that stuff. You know, I know my strengths and my weaknesses, and you know, money is not one of them. So you know, she takes care of. It seems like the mom probably takes care of the finances. That's very common. My house, you know, my dad did it for years, and then my mom started doing it. My mom took care of everything. She wrote out all the checks. She did all the bills every month, you know? So it's common usually for one person in the household to take over the bill paying and stuff. Same with my in-laws. My mother-in-law, she takes care of all the bills. You know, she does all the bills. So it's very common. So I'm assuming that's what's going on. And, you know, to help alleviate some of the issues, the sister is taking care of the bills. Now, here's the thing, okay? You can't just give somebody your checking information and stuff like that. I mean, I guess you can. You could give them the passwords and stuff, and they could pay the bills out of your account. But you would also need to put the person on the account just in case, you know? So I don't know if they had to sign and put the sister's name on the account because, you know, she can't. I don't know. It might be a little different nowadays because most people aren't really writing checks out anymore. They're paying their bills online. But who knows? You know?
That's my mom's wig. She hasn't worn it yet, though. All right.
So I just thought that was a little odd, no? It's a little odd thing. She got a little busted out there. Yeah, she was saying she was going to be an executor. So here's the other thing, okay? Because I heard somebody else saying this, that there was some talk about she needed to pay $2,000 to save the house or something like that. And then in one of these videos that somebody says, I don't remember which one of them it was, somebody says that the house is owned outright by the parents. And typically, okay, first of all, I would assume that the father, you know, is going to stay there in the house. God forbid something happens to her mom. You know, I'm sure the father, maybe, you know, maybe he wouldn't necessarily live there because he might not need a whole house. He might just want to go get a little, you know, condo or something for himself. But like, typically, you know, the house isn't going to get sold out from under the spouse. But I don't know. It could be a totally different arrangement here, you know? I don't know how long her mom was married to this guy. Like, I don't know. I don't know any of the details about that. But if you own a house, then what the fuck would $2,000 do to save it? If you own your house outright, which means that you're free and clear of a mortgage, I don't know what $2,000 is going to do, unless it's for property taxes, which is possible. But she's like, all the lies are coming to a head here. She's getting busted out one by one by one by one. And it just sickens me. I'm like, does her family know that she's lying about all this? Like, does her family know that she's online telling people that she's paying all these bills and she's taking care of it, everything? And I mean, come on, dude. Come on. Molly can't even manage her own money. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't put her in charge of any type of money. I mean, the other thing that she's doing that I could see is going to definitely become an issue between her and her sister, is that like she is insisting on the mom being cremated and turned into diamonds, okay? And it's just so fucking rude for you to even do that or be talking about that. You know, she's been talking about it. Somebody clipped her, and I mean, there's a various amounts of time she's been talking about this. And while I think that's like a cool idea, if it's what somebody wants, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind that, you know? I've used I have jewelry with my mom's ashes in it, but that's what my mom wanted. You know, her mom has specifically stated that she wants to be buried with the father, you know, with the stepfather. So like, there shouldn't even be any talk about anything else. That's it. It's over. You know, maybe that's not what you want, but that's what she wants. And there's a lot of times that parents want things that we don't want, you know, but you have to respect somebody's wishes. And if that's what she wants, that's what you do. Sick. She is repulsive. Absolutely. Her mom doesn't want to be cremated. And Molly said, well, then she's gone. She won't know. Wow. See, that's so fucked up. I was always under the impression that my mom wanted to be buried, okay? She always used to say she did. My dad always said he wanted to be cremated. In fact, my dad told me one time that he wanted me to just flush his ashes down the toilet. That's what he said to me. And I was like, yeah, Dad, that'll never happen, but okay. You know? But I knew my dad for 100% wanted to be cremated because I heard it come out of his mouth. When my mom passed away, you know, I thought I still had in my head that she wanted to be buried because she always said she wanted to be buried in the same cemetery with my grandfather and my nana, you know? And then all of a sudden it changed. My brother starts saying she wanted to be cremated. I'm like, And I was like, I wasn't going to argue with it, you know, but then my aunt said it. 2 of my aunts said it. And I know that my mom told them. So, and I'm sorry, 2 of my aunts and my mom's cousin all said it. So I guess my mom had talked about it with them. So that made me feel more comfortable about doing it. But, you know, I had always thought she wanted to be buried. And if she would have told me that, then she would have been buried. And I would have argued about it, you know? But I'm talking like, we didn't really talk about this stuff right before she passed. We talked about it years and years and years prior, you know, when my dad was still alive. That's how long ago it was. So, you know, it is what it is. But you should respect that person's wishes, period. You know, there's if your mom wants to be buried, they have other things that if you want her to quote unquote be with you, you know, there's other things that you could do. They could give you make jewelry out of a thumbprint of, you know, her thumbprint or something. Like there's other ways that you could carry the person with you. So she's just diamonds. She has to have diamonds. And then here's the sickest part that I personally think is sick. She's like, I want one for Jake for when, you know, he gets engaged one day. And I'm like, ew, like, no offense, but like, what future spouse of his is going to want a diamond that's made from his grandmother's ashes that she never met? Like, fucking weird. Like, why don't you let your son make his own decisions? When he gets married, let him and his future spouse make their own decisions. I mean, hello, fucking narcissist, making this, you know, decisions for her son in the future. She's like sick. She's a sick fuck. My father wanted to be cremated, but my mother wouldn't allow it. I was devastated. Yeah, see? Cremation's cheaper. So, you know, maybe that's why she's pushing for it. Because, you know, if you don't spend as much money at the funeral, right? Then, you know, then that's more money in your pocket, essentially. But typically, when somebody dies, and that's why I don't believe the bullshit with the executor of her will, because typically when somebody dies and they're married still, all the shit goes to the spouse. And then when the spouse passes, that's when the money gets dispersed, the house, the money, and all that other shit. But, you know, I know there's situations like unique because it's a step parent. I don't know how it works. I don't know if he has other children. I don't know how it works. Even a strand of hair could be made into diamonds. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I guess anything that could be made into carbon, right? Because that's where how diamonds are formed, right? Isn't it like carbon or something? I don't know. But yeah, she's sick. She's just sick. We did everything my mom wanted, right down to the obituary. Purple, and your mom was like, honestly, like, just, she was very good the way she expressed her wishes to you guys. Really. You're so lucky to have that, you know? I mean, I had talked about my mom's wishes with her over time when we were, you know, over the years in life. We would, I don't know why, my mom would bring it up a lot, which was weird looking back, you know? But I guess all parents kind of tend to do that, right? When their kids start getting older. I don't know. So, you know, I knew what she wanted, but towards the very end, I, you know, just because the way things changed in our family, like her wishes started changing and it was very confusing. And I still think she wanted mostly the same things that she had always told me, you know, but it just got very confusing. I wish my mom definitely like wanted to talk about it, but at the same time, I don't blame her for not wanting to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like she was in total denial of what was going on in her body, you know, and who am I to force somebody to have that conversation? You know, my brother was like trying to force her, and my mom would try to like wiggle her way out of it every time, and it made her feel very uncomfortable, you know, talking about it. And like he just didn't get that. He didn't get it. And I knew it wasn't him who was like pushing for that conversation. Cause like, again, over the years, our parents have talked, you know, my mom and dad both had talked about those types of things with us, you know? And I used to always be like, oh, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to think about it, you know, but you have to talk and have these conversations. As uncomfortable as they are, I think it's important to have those conversations because you don't want your kids fighting. It's the last thing you want, you know? So, it is important to have those conversations and to put those things out there. But she's just disgusting. And I could see her family's going to lose patience with this bullshit. You know, the more serious the situation gets, the more her family is going to lose their patience with her because it's just inevitable because the way that it works and the emotions, you know, everybody, when I look back now and I look at the emotions and the way I handled things when my mom was passing away, like I was not myself during that time. I was very fucking emotional because obviously I'm going through this really traumatic experience, you know? So, I didn't handle things great in any of the situations that I was in. I handled them the best I could given the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? But I had no fucking patience for any bullshit at that time. Zero. I mean, I was in the fucking red when it came to patience. You know, because I was so stressed out that I was just like at the end of my fucking rope and I couldn't handle any more stress. So anything that brought me the slightest bit of stress had to go. Bye. See ya. You got to go. I can't handle anymore. Just taking care of my mom and dealing with her issues alone was more stress than I had ever felt in my entire fucking life in any situation. You know, so anything on top of that, I didn't fucking need it. And so if you were fucking bringing stress, that was it. Done. Not talking to you. Because I knew I was incapable of handling it at that time. I at least knew my fucking limitations. But some people don't. You know, and then there's other family members that just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to test that patience. And that's when shit gets bad. That's when shit gets bad. And you could tell that she's one of those people who's going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And she's going to test her family members until the point where they all just fucking explode on her. And I guarantee you, she won't be talking to her sister. I could guarantee it. It's going to get ugly. My parents were very poor. All the shit she's saying, none of it just doesn't add up and it doesn't make sense. The type of person that you never want around in emergency situations. Yeah, she is. Hold on. Sorry. I was trying to go back up here. What I don't understand is that those MGL Sims so damn scared to call her out on her bullshit instead of giving up their money. Yeah, I don't understand that either. I really don't. Like people like Laura who are just sitting there and like Laura, you know this shit is wrong. I don't know how you can fucking sit here and act like it's not fucking wrong. You know, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. And you know what? Even though her fucking even though they're saying that her mom's better, okay, that doesn't mean that she's gonna be 100% better. She might just be doing better than she did, right, when they brought her into the hospital. Because there was times, it's just like when anything else, there's like ebbs and flows. There was times where my mom would seem like she's getting a little better, but then, something else would happen and she goes straight back down. And that happened with both of my parents when they were going through, dealing with their illness. It was like, they would have these little peaks and valleys, where sometimes they would seem like they're doing a little bit better and then they would go back down. Something else would happen. And then it would everything would go back down. And it's really, it's literally an emotional roller coaster to go through that, so I don't necessarily think that her mom's doing, that much better. She's probably doing better than she was, but it sounds to me like she's still in a really serious situation. Very, very serious. Laura doesn't view it as wrong. She was looking for sympathy when her son's father died. Yeah, well, anything she could do. I heard Laura was apologizing to Bombshell yesterday. And I'm like, oh my God, Laura, you just like really unbelievable. It's all self-serving bullshit. All self-serving bullshit. Yes, the calm before the storm. That's exactly right. The mom might come home and she might be okay for a little bit and then something else might happen, and then all of a sudden she'll end up right back in the hospital. And like, by the way things are just being explained, it sounds to me like she's in a very advanced stage, and that's very sad. I really do feel sorry. The fact that everybody came out to see her, okay, from out of state also signifies that obviously there's something serious going on. And her family's there to try to support her. But, I still think it was selfish on her part to go fucking take off and go to some stupid convention, because like, honestly, you're not going to get this fucking time back. Sitting around talking about me and Mallory and all this other bullshit, you're wasting time. Valuable, precious, extremely precious time right now. Knowing what I know, I could tell you right now, you're wasting extremely valuable, precious time right now. And none of this shit should even fucking matter anymore. None of it should matter. But hey, do you, girl. Trying to get recruiter. Wait, what? Molly go bully. That's exactly what she is. The family was there for the right reason. She wasn't. Yeah. Totally. Even if like, she made all the excuses. Oh, there's going to be 40 something people there and, the visiting hours. And like, so she was making all these like excuses for trying to get recruiters that like to talk shit to back them up. Yeah. It's ridiculous. So, sorry, I accidentally pinned that. Even if, okay, with all that said, that the visiting hours are restricted and all this, like, what about being there for the other people in your family? Like, I just don't get it. I don't fucking understand it. I really don't. Oh no, she would never say this shit face to face, just Angel. It's really easy to say it when you're sitting behind a fucking computer screen. Bottom line is she really doesn't give a shit. No. And maybe, you know what? We also have to look at this, okay? In families, right? We tend to kind of accept things that I think we wouldn't normally accept in families. And I remember talking about this with my grief counselor. Like you accept things in families and dynamics and personalities and things that you wouldn't normally accept in real life, right? So like her family, I'm sure, I don't know how they couldn't be. They have to know that she's extremely, materialistic and selfish, and they know her personality probably better than we do, because I mean, how can they not, So her leaving and going off to do these things, like that's just probably to them, that's just who she is, and it probably doesn't surprise them. But for, us who are looking in on the outside, we're just like, what the fuck are you doing? How could you do this? But to be honest with you, her family probably is like, go, bye, get the fuck out of here. Because you know what? Now we don't need to be live streamed the whole time we're sitting here. You know what I'm saying? They probably want her gone, to be honest with you. That's why her father and her stepfather was probably telling her, you go and just, you know, do what you have to do. Go do what you have to do, because he probably just fucking wanted her out of his hair, honestly. You know, who wants a person around like that who makes everything about themselves, who's over fucking dramatic, who's got a fucking camera in everybody's faces when they're going through this really difficult, confusing, you know, traumatic experience? Nobody wants a fucking camera in their face. Or you know, all these personal private conversations about finances and bills and all this shit being blasted out right now. I mean, it's unnecessary. So I'm sure her family is like, yeah, just go. I'm sure her stepfather did tell her to get the fuck out of there and just go about your business, because they know that she's incapable of handling anything from emotional to, you know, the bills to anything like that. So they're like, just get out of here. Go. Bye. I'm not sure if it was Denise or W that said they never met Walnuts. Yes, it was somebody, country girl. I heard that. It was somebody in the background. I'm not sure which one, but obviously a family member that said that they never met him. And I'm like, that's pretty fucking telling. There was a whole conversation about it. Can you imagine how tired her stepbrother must be, carrying at home and now in the hospital for their mother? And they're all up, and they're up all night drinking and keeping him awake. How selfish of them. Yeah, I can't imagine. There, you know, look, man, I'm not gonna judge, you know, I don't know her family, I don't know the other people, I don't know the dynamics, but like, it's, you know, it's gotta be rough. And then to like put it out here where like all these fucking weirdos, myself included, are sitting here discussing this shit when it really in all actuality is not our business, you know, but it's like she's making it our business. And it's like, you know, it's triggering a lot of people. It really is. And, you know, we're choosing to watch it, obviously, but it's like almost like a fucking train wreck. You can't look away from it. Well, I wouldn't be quick to introduce my contracted hubby to my fam. Yeah, very, very odd dynamics in that fucking marriage. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, the dad put the mother in charge of the bills because clearly, as much as she wants to pretend that she's this independent six-figure earner, that we all know that that's, you know, her husband does everything, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? My husband takes care of our finances too. It's just like, don't sit there and act like you're, you know, something that you're not. Because I really don't even know if she's ever written a fucking check out, that woman. She just seems like the type that's like, she probably doesn't even pump her own fucking gas, you know? Did Walter ever show up? Who knows? Who knows? Who the fuck knows? It's just so odd to me that they're never there at the same time. Like, she went to Connecticut and he comes down to visit the mother with his son. That's so fucking bizarre to me. So fucking weird. I wouldn't allow them to stay at the house after this weekend. No, I wouldn't either. Like, if she earns a six-figure income and it's all spending cash for her, that's great money. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, a six-figure income ain't that much. It's just not. Thank you, Christina's journey. I think they are separated. Stephanie, you know, girl, I've never wanted to speculate on somebody else's like marriage, but it's just, you know, I have to question when I see things that like that. It's very, very odd that I've just never seen a couple spend so much time apart, you know? It's very strange. Very, very strange. You could be living together, but separate. I know many, you know, people who've done that they've lived with their spouse and been separated from them for years. So it's very strange. She's a very successful e-panhandler. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And, you know, I feel bad for the people that are being fooled and that are giving her money. I mean, at this point, I really don't know how you could be fooled by her. Like, I never understood it. You know, I've never understood it. I've tried to understand it. You know, I hear her, like, I hear like Barnyard, and no offense to Barnyard, I'm just saying. And they're like, oh, you know, she's worse than she's ever been. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think she's exactly who she's always been. She's exactly who she's always been. Something has gotten worse. Yeah, like when I first found her on here during the Chris Watts case, like she used to like take care of herself a little better. She would like brush her hair, do her makeup, change her clothes for the most part. And then like I don't know when it happened that she just completely stopped giving a fuck. I mean, I saw a clip the other day where she's like out at a restaurant with Princess and I guess her family, and like her hair's not even brushed. Like you can't look, I don't wash my hair every day either, but like if I go to the store, you best believe my hair's gonna look fucking neat. I'm gonna run a brush through my hair, at least put it up in a clip neatly, like I cannot believe that she would leave her house looking like that. But in her head, she's a narcissist and she thinks that she looks fucking fabulous, like even at her worst, so this new chat messes me up too. What new chat? What do you mean? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But all I could say to her is like, honestly, and this is the message I wanted to get out here today. For the people who she's trying to rope in to all these fights and arguments and everything with her, my response to anything she has to say about me from here on out is go see your mother. Go visit your mother. Honestly. If you think it's fucking important right now to be talking about some fucking stranger who lives like 400 miles away from you, who's never going to really affect your fucking life, you think that's more important than going to visit your mom and spend time with her? I don't know what to tell you, but that's all I have to say to you. Go visit your fucking mom, bitch. Trust me on this one. I'm giving you advice. Giving you a little life coaching advice, okay? Go spend time with your mom. Really. That's all I could say. Oh, the live top chat. Yeah, they changed it now to like all messages or something. I don't know. It's weird. But I don't know why they don't do that anyway. I guess for people who have like thousands of people in their chat. Wally, it's like a scammy type of stuff. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that real quick. Hold on. Let me finish reading your comment first, DK. When I heard him lose it over having to pay for flea meds for the dog and how the vet was scamming them. Yikes. Wait, what? Oh, boy. Okay. So Mallory had brought up in this little live that she did, okay, that he was asking her if she knew anybody, which I guess was a roundabout way of asking her if she could possibly maybe do this, let somebody in the neighbor, let somebody put a bill in his name, I guess in Florida, I'm assuming, like I believe that's where Mallory lives, right? And he was asking if there was anybody that she knew to let him put a bill in his name. And there's several reasons that somebody could be doing that. They could be wanting to like register a car in that state so that they save money on insurance. Because, I don't know how Pennsylvania is, but I know like here, auto insurance is extremely expensive. So, there is people that I know that will have like relatives or something in Florida and they'll register the car in Florida, but drive it up here. So you're not really supposed to do that, but people do it, So as long as they could show proof of residency, I guess, in another state. So, anyway, she goes, and this doesn't make any sense. Okay. Her answer to that, her response to that was that he likes to collect license plates from other states. And I'm like, what? That doesn't make any fucking sense. That is not why. He's trying to do something to save money somehow or scam. Okay, clearly. And I don't, I just don't see Mallory making that up. It's such a weird thing to make up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's such a fucking bizarre, odd thing to just make up out of nowhere. So I'm going to really assume I believe Mallory when she said that, because like, why would you make that up? Like, what an odd thing to think up, So I believe her. And there's obviously a kind of shady thing that he was looking to do. He's like, oh, I'll pay the bill. Kind of strange. Just saying. Kind of fucking strange. But yeah, exactly. Social Fade. eBay has plenty of license plates. You could buy one online for a very, very cheap price. So like the license plate explanation ain't jiving, girl. He's up to something shady. Really fucking shady. It's tax time too. Yeah, there's some other reason for that. Somebody else had brought up in Florida, if you're a resident in Florida, your kid could go to any school in Florida, college for free. So, maybe that was the reason. Because shit, I might be moving to Florida soon. No, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe that was the reason. There could be a bunch of different reasons. Either way, it's shady because that's not what you're supposed to do, obviously. And then the other thing that Mallory brought up, which we'll take a look at since I don't think many other people have played it at this point. I don't want to keep playing things that are redundant. I mean, so many clip channels have clipped all of these family things, and we don't need to watch it again. Her family is nuts. I mean, clearly. And to be honest with you, I feel bad for them. Who just joined membership? Kay, can you go? By the way, speaking of memberships, I feel really bad. The other day, God, sometimes you just say shit and you feel like such an idiot. So the other day, I was like, oh, nobody bought memberships during this live. Well, I don't know if it's StreamYard because I don't usually have my YouTube chat pulled up, right? But Nana was very kind to bless a bunch of people with memberships, right? She bought, gifted memberships for people. And for some reason, I didn't see it. Now, I typically, I've told you guys a million times, like if I'm streaming something, it's hard for me to see chat. And I've been trying to get better at checking back in the chat while I'm, streaming things just so I don't miss memberships and stuff like that. So when you guys membership me, and I'll show you right now, since there's one up on the screen, I'll show you guys when you guys join memberships, this is typically, it'll show up as a comment in here. And then, here we go. Hold on. So you guys see up here, right here at the top, it has the membership. If I click on it, it tells me the name. Okay. And then when I go off of it, whatever. So it'll show up first, here in a comment. And then if I miss the comment, it's up here. And then I don't know if this little green line moves. It stays up here for a pretty decent amount of time while I'm up here. But so I was consciously checking back at my chat during my live the other day just to make sure I didn't miss anything, And even so, I still miss things. But I was trying to make an effort the other day. And so I remembered 2 or 3 people joining memberships, but for some reason, I don't know if it's StreamYards and they don't show gifted memberships in StreamYards or what, but I felt like such an idiot because thank God one of my mods let me know afterwards that Nana had gifted, a bunch of memberships. I was like, oh my God, I feel so stupid. But thank you very much, Nana. I do appreciate that. And if I miss it, just know that it's, never intentional. And I do really appreciate everybody who joins memberships or gives memberships or anything. I don't know if it's shown in StreamYards. I don't know. StreamYard sucks. I wish, if I was on my bigger computer, I would be able to open up my, and that's what I used to do when I used to stream up there. I used to, at least be able to have my thing open. Hold on. Let me just type this because I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. House Williams. But anyway, yeah, on my little laptop, it's very hard for me to open up, have everything open because the screen is just so small. It's only 13 inches. So I do apologize if I missed that. All right. So here is let's just take a look at this because I don't even understand what the fuck they were trying to do here. Hold on. Let me just pause it real quick so it doesn't start playing. I'm trying to get it up on the screen, but this shit was, oh my God. Just, I really would love to know what was the purpose of this? I mean, somebody tell me. Secret Project reality show teaser. 3 women, 1 mission. Bring our children home. Oh my God. Is that what these people are seriously trying? This just shows me, let me just say something here. So I'm assuming that's what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to get some type of series or show or something like that, which is you already have YouTube channels, right? I don't understand. What more do you want? But they've never, this teaser right here. Now, I just want everybody to think in their heads, right? Think of when Jersey Shore came on, right? And MTV is showing you the previews of the show. and you're like, oh shit, dude, that's a show I want to watch. You know, you got the scene where Ronnie's like punching out, you know, some guy on the boardwalk and they're fighting and the girls are pulling each other's hair, you know, like they're picking the most extreme eventful moments, right, in the show to use it as an advertisement, okay? Because there's actually like shit happening in the show. There's these confrontations, people are fighting with each other, there's relationships happening, so there's like a love story. You know what I'm saying? They're drinking, like, so they're showing you all the good shit. Whoever the fuck edited this, oh my god, somebody said it best under one of my under my community posts. They were like, tragedy pin confessional. Oh my god, that was the funniest thing. But like, yeah, whoever edited this together, I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but like, oh my god, this is just so bad. Because like nothing happens during these stupid things that they do, right? Like I've personally never sat through any of their fucking lives while they were at these people's houses. And I don't know who the fuck does, but like there's no action. It's just them yelling at a house, right? So like who wants to watch that? Like how fucking boring. They don't accomplish anything. What is the purpose of this? Like what is the goal? This little clip here just doesn't tell me any type of story. You know what I'm saying? So stupid.
Why she put herself in a situation like this. Scary. Sad. You know, I'm on the right side of things. I don't mind sitting out here by myself.
She was screaming for some other rando person, and I was just like, oh, that's creepy. And she was only there to spy on me.
Like, why is this part even in this? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Run it to this face.
If nobody recognizes this face, this is Mallory D. Williams. This is House of Williams. You guys, yeah, I know, but if you guys have something up to
Oh, her voice is so, it just rips through my brain, her voice. Fucking
her,
Debbie.
you need to. She is freaking hilarious.
She would be out here protesting with us.
I know. I never thought we'd get around.
It's Marissa Zadinsky.
Oh my god, bro. What is going on right now?
I'm known as
You know, I never really noticed it until actually when she was doing that live stream the other day when she was talking shit about me. She really needs a toner too. Look at her hair. Her hair, the fucking breast is real. Now, I will say, what happens in, I don't know, dude, blonde hair reflects everything. So, like, I didn't even notice it with my own hair, especially back when I was first, I was talking to Science Girl about this today. She kept saying, boilyage, it's balayage. She couldn't figure the name out, but she was saying that she was thinking of going blonde, you know? And, but she's like worried about the way it would look, you know, on camera. I said, blonde hair is very weird. It reflects all the lights and everything like that. So it could look like it needs to be toned, but it doesn't, you know, like, my hair at the time, I know why it looked reddish blonde. It had this weird orange tone is because like I had black dye in my hair for years, you know, like dark brown, whatever, but still. And I just had to wait for all my, you know, dye to basically grow out. And now my hair, when they bleach it, when I get my highlights, which I'm getting done tomorrow, I can't wait. Oh my God, it's been so long. Anyway, when I go get it done, now it bleaches nicely, you know, it doesn't come out that brassy tone, but it can still look like it sometimes, you know, like in certain lights and like every picture I see of myself, my hair looks different, like depending on like how the light's hitting it, but her hair just
Molly Golightly, YouTuber.
Go back to the hotel and do my hair and makeup and just call it a night. All right, Billy Joe, we're here. Honestly, I really want to take off after I say this. Billy Joe, they've already put out a statement that your daughter is the only.
Like, who the fuck wants to watch a show with just like these three annoying voiced assholes yelling at a house? Like,
person, the only suspect. Forget about person of interest.
I mean, they can make a show out of this, but it's not what they would want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's taking these people seriously. Like, it's pretty delusional that they think that people actually take them seriously. I guess because they have some people fooled on YouTube. But like, if you showed this to the general public, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are these people doing?" You know, like they seem like a menace, you know? Like an annoyance.
The only suspect.
So my name is Andra.
Bro. Girl. Oh my God. I had a screenshot this last thing and I just like, who the fuck told you that those clip-ins matched, girl? Like they like not only do they not match, I mean, oh my God, they just don't look good. Period. The way they're curled, like brush them curls out, girl. But like, who lied to her and told her that this is even remotely close to her fucking hair? Not even remotely close to her hair color. I mean, blonde is, and again, blonde is a hard color. It's a hard color to maintain. It's a hard color to match. I mean, if you have dark brown hair, it's pretty easy to go into the fucking store and just say, okay, I have dark brown. But I have clip-in extensions. I don't even know if I still have them. But like from when I first started bleaching my hair, oh my God, it was so hard to find a blonde that matched the blonde that was in my hair. So typically what you would do in this case is like you would tone your extensions, get the lightest ones that you can and have your hairdresser, who she doesn't have one clearly, but you know, she could have somebody tone the extensions for her to match her hair, like, because you would have to with blonde extensions. It's almost impossible to get blonde extensions like that match right out of the package. I don't even know if you could do that. Like it's honestly really, really hard to do. So it looks like she has two people's hair on. Like that's, you know, and that's like defeats the whole purpose of having the extensions. Like they're supposed to blend in with your natural hair. And it's like you can see her blonde hairstyle. That's her hair, where it actually kind of matches her roots because her roots are yellow and they haven't been toned. And then like right in the mid to the ends is platinum blonde. Okay. Which is like right here, this white color. It's like, dude, your hair is so compromised. I mean, even now her hair, burnt toast was streaming her last night. Like she's frying her hair right off her head. Cause one thing I have noticed about Betty is like every time you do see her, she never has roots showing, right? I've never seen her roots grow in, which means she's throwing bleach on her head at least like every 2 to 3 weeks, right? Because usually like when I get my hair done, my roots start showing around like the 3-week mark. I'll start getting like a little bit of roots. You know, you can see where my highlights are starting to grow out. But her hair, I've never really noticed her with like roots. And like you should let them grow in for like a good month or two before you bleach your roots. Like you don't want to be bleaching it every time there's a half inch, because do you know how hard it is to paint only that little half inch with bleach? So every time she's going back in with the bleach, she's re-bleaching what's already bleached. And that's why her hair is so white at the ends. And it's like she's killing her hair before it even grows out of her head, pretty much. I mean, like right as soon as it's growing out of her head, she's frying it off with chemicals. So like her hairline is like pushed back. So like 2 inches, because she's literally just fried her hair right off her head. And she's using the bleach that she uses, because she showed it, it's that Quick Blue from Sally Beauty Supply. That's like one of the most harsh bleaches that you could use on your hair. She's like literally just frying her hair right off her head. And then, even though she got it cut recently, she still didn't cut enough off because she keeps re-bleaching it, thusly killing it right off of her roots, which is why also you're better off doing highlights and not like a full head of bleach, because at least some of your hair stays intact. Like you're going to lose hair no matter what if you're bleaching it. So like you got to do it in the safest way possible. She's not doing that. She's doing it in the most horrible way possible. I mean, I'm surprised she still even has any hair intact on her head at this point with the amount of bleach that she's using.
And my YouTube channel is Bullhorn Betty.
We heard about the abuse.
Like you just can't polish a turd. She's a turd. She's a turd.
There is no way your family did not know that she was being abused inside that house.
They knew.
They knew, and you knew. And you guys didn't do a darn thing about it. Not one thing. You allowed him to abuse her, and now she's dead.
Sickening.
Each and every one of you have blood on your hands.
I'm Mallory Williams.
This just shows me, though, the motive of all of them. They all want fame, you know, and that's why they're doing this. This fucking little reel right here shows me that that's the motive behind all of them.
I have a YouTube channel.
And why they're doing what they're doing.
the House of Williams. I was just seeing if somebody was coming with that tea yet, because Jesus to God.
They had like no footage of Mallory, so the things that they put in of Mallory, like it doesn't even like make sense with like the mission or whatever the fuck they're trying to do here.
I mean, listen, I'm not rushing nobody. I'm not rushing anybody, but holy shit, I'd like a little something to drink. I'd like a little something to drink. Oh my goodness. I would bring Leilani something to drink.
And I just have a really, really bad feeling here.
Summer Wells was harmed by somebody that was
a true crime YouTuber because I felt very passionate about the Me Too.
I'm in my professional voice. The other day I went into my "Hey, you won't mess with me, vato" voice, but today I'm the YouTuber who takes my true crime channel very seriously.
Movement and how a lot of men were falsely being accused, and that kind of blossomed. I got bigger with the Chris Watts case.
You got bigger with all the tamales you've been shoving down your throat. Yes, you did. You certainly got bigger.
I watch a lot of Nancy Grace and I watch a lot of true crime TV. And then I took my obsession with Nancy Grace out into the field. And
bro, like these people, it's like so hard to take this seriously, dude. I watch a lot of Nancy Grace. When the fuck have you ever? Now I can't stand Nancy Grace. Do I watch her show from time to time? I do. Okay, but I really don't care for the woman. Okay, she's obnoxious to me. But fucking, oh my god. But have you ever seen Nancy Grace standing outside of people's houses screaming at their fucking houses? Like, no. Like, as annoying and obnoxious as Nancy Grace is, like, she's professional still. Like, she runs her fucking mouth on her show and that's it, Like, she's not out in the field harassing people. So, like, yeah, Nancy Grace was your inspiration? Okay.
I ended up outside of Brian Laundrie's house, and that's how I met Bullhorn Betty.
So one of the first cases.
I remember this whole thing when they got all dressed up and dolled up, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, remember, it didn't make any sense. They went to, like, the Olive Garden or something that night, and Huck, she did meet her, because at some point in time, somebody somewhere posted a picture of her with Nancy Grace. Like, just like she meets all the other celebrities by stalking them and going to, like, book signings, that's how she met her. But anyway, I remember this and I was like, why did these idiots get dressed up to go to fucking Olive Garden? This is what they were doing.
That brought me into the truth.
The only thing good about this is the lighting and like the fact that they probably used Olivia's camera for these, what was it? Tragedy Pimp confessionals. So like, it looks lit, well lit, they got the little blur going on in the background. That's about it. That's about all that's good about this.
True crime genre. Heels is really the collaboration of some great creators to bring a story of a lost, missing, or dead person's case to light. We go to great lengths to make sure that not only are we bringing awareness to the case, but we're actually making a physical contribution to the case.
Heels on the ground.
Oh my God, dude. What have they contributed? Like just one fucking thing. That's what I'm saying. Go back to what I said at the beginning of this. When you're watching previews for movies or anything like that, like they show like the purpose, right? Like you kind of get an idea of the story or what you're looking at. Like this is like nothing. Like nothing that they're saying, the clips that they're showing in between, nothing is matching up with what they're saying, which is typical of them.
Represents voices for people that otherwise would not have a voice, and most of them are small children. So many children are lacking the voice, just in general. But when they become missing, right? So often the parents they're not into the position, they don't have the mental capacity. Okay.
Dude, like they're all just like bullshitting. They're like, it's like, let me watch like a show and like I could sit there and do that, be like, I'm here for the children and the importance of finding these children and really just giving them a voice that they need for to be found. They're just like emulating what they think should be said, but they're not actually doing any of that.
So there's a dispute apparently where you can light a candle. They're talking about there's obviously a vigil over here for the cameras.
So let's show the cops rolling up on us. That's a great fucking part of the preview.
Okay, Mary, that's it. Put it out there on the camera.
Okay, we have somebody coming out here on the property.
I always knew I wanted to help people. I felt truly so bad for these victims that never got justice. I wanted to help.
And I just gotta say, size 5 in my fucking ass. Okay? Size 5 in my fucking ass, girl. You ain't fitting in no size 5. Somebody told me that, and I'm like, I almost damn near fell out of my fucking chair. There's no way this woman is squeezing into no size 5. I fit in a size 5. And I can tell you right now, she's like 3 times the size of me. There's no fucking way. And I'm taller than her too. Or maybe the same height. I don't know.
Some way. And being a YouTuber wasn't enough reporting. I just felt like there wasn't enough. And then when I was outside of Brian Laundrie's house.
Did you just hear that? Hold on.
Reporting. I just felt like there wasn't enough. And then when I was
being a YouTuber wasn't enough.
I was outside of Brian Laundrie's house and we were hollering at these houses, pleading with these people, please come out and give answers to the press and give answers and give these families the petite.
Give answers and give answers. Who edited this?
Oh, family answers.
And that as long as the passion is there, I can do this forever. There's a segment of the population that likes to attack people and attack people like us that go out here and do this work.
And there is,
Ma'am.
yeah, that's the kind. That's the kind.
You do not have to do that.
No, I'm just.
So again, let's show the cops yelling at us.
She's on drugs.
That's the baby.
Yep, she just did it to me.
Everybody's hair is looking extra crispy this day.
No, we were over here. You
It's like
walked over.
ramen noodles.
But sometimes that does get into your head a little bit. Does it stop me? Have I given up? Of course not. Have I thought about it? Of course I have.
And we get to go out in these communities with the people, and we get to navigate
with the people,
all of these different personalities and all the politics.
Keep in mind when they were doing this, Mallory only had gone one time with them. One time. And she stayed for like a half a day.
And listen, all of the city ordinances, everything involved, all of it, the news media, all the emotions involved, and our people, our supporters are right there with us to take that ride. Was put here in honor of Quentin. And when you see a balloon that
it says, I didn't even realize this. The title says The Rejected Secret Project Reality Show Teaser Reel. Yeah, of course this was rejected.
I hadn't been here all that long.
Molly Golightly, I know producers. Yes, I know producers, and I took on a producer role, and I know what they're looking for. I also did the casting. Yes. I guess that didn't fucking work out for you. Guess it didn't work out very good, huh?
Really deflated.
Imagine she sent this to Vinnie Politan and like they watched it at the fucking Court TV like offices and whatever the fuck. Is he on Court TV? Yeah. And could you imagine the fucking laughter the next day?
But she wants to come here to disrupt.
Quite honestly, it probably just went in his spam folder. Like what the fuck?
I don't know what that was. The one that I seen is the very first one.
Oh, I gotta show you guys another part from that fucking video.
There's a baby.
They said she's in rehab.
What is this?
That little baby,
But they said she's getting
too soon. And so you can't forget that.
Are you crying?
They're like, hold on, there's evidence that she's crying. We need to put this in the reel.
Are you okay?
No, I'm okay. I'm just trying to, it was just a, sometimes it just kind of hits you when you just.
I was just trying to show my fake emotions.
Thinking about it.
Yes.
And going on these trips and connecting with these family and confronting
Connecting with these family.
the bad guys and being face to face with these people and the connection that we were making with the public.
Bro, when she opens her eyes wide like that, like it's scary. Oh my God. This looks menacing.
Around the world. And have the press, CNN, Fox News, the Daily Mail, TMZ following us and relying on us.
Girl, ain't no fucking press relying on you guys. Stop it. We're, wow.
To give them news. Court TV.
Girl.
Following us and asking us and watching us.
Florida.
Oh my God. I'm just imagining stuffing myself into a shirt that tight. Not only that tight, but that has sequins on it and trying to like move. Cause like, I don't know about you guys, but anytime I've ever put anything on a hat, like, which I typically don't wear, but I have tried like dresses on like that and shit in the store. Like back in the day, like fucking, oh my God, how uncomfortable does that look? Like she is so like stuffed into that shirt. She's like busting out. Like they're just like, how do you breathe? How are you breathing right now?
And there's more of us coming. We're from other states. Why are we here?
FBI, it's going back.
You hear the neighbors across the street? How long do you think he's
They're
gonna
done
be
with
pissed?
you.
This guy's pissed across the street.
I think the case that meant the most to me, first of all these cases mean a lot, is the Gabby Petito. That's the one that really brought me into the true crime. It was realizing that, law enforcement wasn't truthful in some aspects of it. We were able to see a lot of the
Where was law enforcement not truthful in the Gabby Petito case? Can I ask?
mistakes that were made. It just was the eye-opening. It was the awakening moment of true crime for me.
No missing person signs when they're still pleading to the public saying that they believe they're
This should be called 10 minutes and 2 seconds of delusions of grandeur. That's what this should be fucking called, honestly.
child is alive and that somebody's kidnapped them. No search parties whatsoever.
What about a reward?
No reward.
Are they broke? Do they work?
Well, they have a lot of money for drugs. You put out a
So
thing
they're
looking for a
junkies.
house to rent for 13
Like, I don't know how. I heard Mallory say Olivia originally edited this together, and I just like, I don't know how. I don't know how she did this. They used Olivia clearly, because how come she's not a part of this? I'm just curious. How come Olivia is not part of this? So they clearly, they all booted Olivia out, right? Because they know that girl, she's not going to say anything, because she's like, of all of them, she's the most serious, about making YouTube videos and actually becoming a real legitimate YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Like a real YouTuber. Even though I think she's just as fucking horrible because she's all fucking dick deep in the conspiracies and shit. I think that she has the most potential to go anywhere with her channel. Clearly, right? She's reached I think 100,000 subscribers at this point in time. And really that's just due to her narration, her editing, and her abilities, her talents. Okay. Which, I heard Laura say the other day that she just does basic editing. Laura, this is not basic editing, girlfriend. What she does is not basic editing. And on top of the fact that she's not just doing basic editing, because I could tell that there's a lot of post-production work done. She's got the right equipment, but like, it's also her cinematography, like there's a lot more that goes into it than basic editing, like her composition, everything is good. She puts out a quality product, even if it's garbage, the content of it is garbage. The final product is high quality looking, and sounding too. And that's not easy to do. It's not. Laura's like, it's just basic editing. Okay, Laura, you're an idiot, You're an idiot. There's a lot of knowledge that goes into filming. Just that little setup or this little confessional and setting up the lighting and the camera to, have that little blur in the background. Let me see you do that, Laura. I mean, because your camera's hanging from the fucking ceiling, with your head at the bottom. You look like fucking Jambi from fucking Pee-wee's Playhouse with your head just floating around. I mean, your fucking cheesy ass green screen. That's not even a fucking green screen. It's just your bedroom wall. And it's glitching constantly and looks terrible and awful. I mean, you don't even have a high definition camera. And you're going to fucking be like, yeah, it's just basic editing. Okay, Laura, you're an idiot. But anyway, She has the most potential to go anywhere out of any of these idiots, right? Like really, she does. And it's odd that they all just recently threw her under the bus, because they know that she's not going to clap back. They can say whatever she wants because she's not going to get herself involved in drama. Because as stupid as Olivia may seem, she's smart enough to know that if she wants to make it as a big YouTuber, she can't get involved in drama. I mean, that's just like the first rule, right? It's just don't get involved in drama. Don't get into back and forth with people. No big YouTubers do that. They don't. So, I mean, they threw her under the bus, but really, I think it's that, they tried to make like Olivia use them. And why, I don't know, because she had more followers before even coming to YouTube. So I don't know how she was using them, but it's more like they used her, clearly, in the end.
And the only signs that they put up for this child is the ones that they stole from me.
I am very blessed to have the support that I have. I'm
Why is it necessary for them to put signs up? I mean,
very blessed as a trans woman to be able to do what I do, not only to and do something that brings me pleasure and joy.
Bro, like that does not sound good, Mallory. Something that you enjoy. You enjoy, doing this. Like, okay.
But to utilize my platform to do something so absolutely, you're able to give voice to not only the parents, but these children, and in some cases, grown adults as well. But it's action for me.
Let's get serious. We are here to keep the heat under your ass.
Wait a second. Did they seriously just include a clip where somebody said you look like a crackhead? Did I hear that right?
We're here to keep the heat under the authorities' ass, under the sheriff's ass, under
God,
the local politicians' ass. That's why we are here, Leilani, to keep the fire under your ass.
You're not going to get away with
No one
this.
is getting complacent today. No one is going to be getting any rest.
Oh
No
my
one
God.
is going to be getting any sleep. As long as your ass is hot. No complacency. That's why we stand here.
We're not going anywhere.
You're not getting the free ticket. You're not getting the free right to Joe's voice.
Anywhere.
Oh my God, dude. Who is that other voice? Who is that other obnoxious voice in the background? Good God. Oh, is that Justin? Justice, whatever the fuck his name is. And where is he? I thought he was part of Heels in the fucking whatever. Dude, this is such a joke, man. Such a joke. Oh my God. It's so cringy. Like, it's not even funny.
I want this to end.
I know that what we do is extremely unique. There's not any other YouTubers that go out into the field like this.
Because most normal fucking people are like, I'm going to let the cops handle shit because that's their job. It's not my job. It's not my job to get justice. Okay. I'm going to let the police do their job. That's why.
No one does it like us.
Let me tell you something else. And you can quote me on this. If Dog the Bounty Hunter finds Brian Laundrie, I'm never paying taxes again.
Return that just a little.
Why would you include that in here? That doesn't even make sense. Dog the Bounty. Why would you not pay taxes? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
A little bit more than
Why? Because the police didn't find them? Like, I don't. Oh my God. So cringy, dude.
I have to get you a little milk crate to stay on.
She saw me and she's like, you are
Listen.
so short.
She's taller than
let's put
me.
it this way.
She's definitely taller than all.
When we do our professional shot together, I'll be the one sitting down. Okay.
Oh my God, bro. It was the most cringy thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I can't. Oh my God. That's so cringy. So cringy. I'm having a little trouble feeling sorry for Mallory, and I hate to say this, but she knew what she was getting herself into, with MGL. She knew it was going to come. And in fact, and perhaps I'm wrong, okay? But part of me feels like she never had any intentions of actually being friends with her. I don't know. It's fucking just, these people are all fucked in the head. All right. There was another thing I wanted to look in here. Now I can't fucking remember. Was it this one? No, it wasn't this one. Shit. Oh, maybe it was. I was talking about it before, and now I can't remember. I had it pulled up, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah. I don't feel sorry for any of them. No. Justin, when he drove down, I know, but like, why is he not included in this pitch, right, to the reality show, thing? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, there's no surprise here, though, that was rejected in any way, shape, or form. No surprise that it was rejected. I don't know if this was a video clip that I wanted to show. I can't remember what it was that I wanted to show. Oh, thank you. See, now I see somebody. Thank you for who gifted me a membership. I don't know if did somebody else gift a membership, because I can't see it. God damn it. Oh my God. So cringy. Does anyone think we could convince without a crystal ball to do the same thing, but with MGL? It would be classic. What do you mean? I couldn't care less about Mallory. My kids are biracial. My husband is Black, and they have enough to deal with in this racist world. Yeah. Could be called Molly versus Mallory. He was there. He must be on the outs. Yeah, he was there. He was there from what I remember. But if I had to be on a side, it would be Mallory. I'm not on any side. Sometimes there just is no side, and especially with Mallory's, it's like, I can't, I'm having trouble feeling sympathy for her. I don't like the things that are being said, obviously, and I don't agree with them at all. And if I have to judge the situation, okay, Mallory definitely handled it with a lot more class than this fucking monster did. But I still have trouble feeling bad for her, because it's like, dude, you've seen her do what she's done to various people here, Barnyard, aka Diamond Cutter, being one of them, right? By the way, Laura, I don't know where the fuck Laura got that I was best friends with Diamond Cutter. Has anybody watched that? Where Laura goes, hold on a second. So Mallory and what's her name go up on Laura's panel, okay? Mallory and Diamond Cutter go up on Laura's panel. And somehow Laura, everybody I talk to on this platform, no matter how little I talk to them, in Laura's brain, they become my BFF. They become my BFF. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? I don't talk to Diamond Cutter all that much, dude. Like, we're friendly with one another, Have we texted? Yes. But like, not even extensively. I've never talked on the phone with her. But according to Laura, we're BFFs. We're BFFs now. I'm trying to remember which live this was. Hold on a second. It has to be this one, I think. She goes up on, so they go up on Laura's panel, and it's just, oh my God, all bullshit. I think it's this one. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Laura? What the fuck are you talking about? Hold on. She thinks if you go into someone's chat, they are your leader. Yeah, it's fucking weird. She's so another person who's just so.
If I wasn't the person I was, Laura.
She's so mentally and emotionally stunted, Laura. It's like, I'm embarrassed for her sometimes when she opens her mouth. Hold on. They come up right here.
I'm here. Hey, Barnyard.
Hello, Mallory. I mean, I did hear it wrong. And you can look at this.
Laura clearly didn't pay her. She didn't pay for her StreamYards this month because she's on this other one.
Face when he says what he says, that she didn't know that he was going to say it. Wasn't expecting him to say it, because Laura, she had put, and I knew this is going, but she had put in her Patreon, and it got posted on somebody's community wall just several hours prior to that her mother was nonverbal, and just when she is awake, she just stares into space.
Right.
That's not what he said. And when he said that,
Laura's going to sit here and argue with the two of them. That's why, I mean, there's just certain people in here that I feel like they're not even worth a conversation with, because, like, you're never going to change Laura's mind. If she's going to argue with someone, she will come up with every fucking reason in the book to argue with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if she knows she's wrong, she'll still argue to be right. Like, so it's like, it's totally fucking worthless. Once Laura jumps on a fucking train and believes something, she's just going to keep believing it no matter what. Even if she doesn't truly believe it, she's going to try to convince everybody that it's the right thing,
you could look at her face and tell that, and look, Laura, my dad passed away with cancer. If her mother was as dire as she has made it sound, they would have sent her home on hospice. They would not be doing saving measures in the hospital.
Sending her home on hospice. That's what they're doing now.
No, it's not, Laura. They're not sending her home on hospice, so you're fucking wrong. Laura doesn't even know what's going on, but see, she'll sit there and argue.
Laura, they would have already, when she was announcing all this, she's gone. Laura, she's gone, means she's not here anymore. I mean, come on, Laura. How can you twist those two words to mean anything? Even if this, Laura, even if she did say that, okay, I thought and I knew that really she was gone. Okay, whatever. Even if she did, you know as well as I know that she's always on that phone and checking it. And people started commenting, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Rest in peace, Mama." Why didn't you get her on there and correct?
That's so true. Like the minute she said that and somebody wrote back like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss" or something, she should have immediately corrected it, but she didn't.
When they started commenting and sending her ass money and gifts, Laura,
and then she lets Justin go on that stream and then go even further with it, with that whole dramatic stream.
Exactly.
I mean, that was really.
I never saw Justin's stream, but I could only imagine.
Because that's Marissa. That's what you know that about Marissa Barnyard.
So it's Marissa. So everybody should just get emotionally, you know what I'm saying? Like she should be allowed to emotionally manipulate people because that's her.
Oh, Laura.
And nobody should call her out for it.
But
It's not going to fly. You know that about Marissa. I mean, it doesn't fly. That just adds more vinegar. That is wrong. That is beyond scale. I mean, what we're saying, Laura, is it's really difficult to white knight that. I mean,
but I'm not white knighting anything.
You did, Laura.
Not.
And how
Laura's always got it. She's such like a child, like not like it. Like she can never just have a conversation without that voice, that childish fucking I'm not doing anything wrong.
It's none of my business what she put in Patreon. That's what you said to me.
Because I'm not a Patreon. It's not. If you're not a Patreon, it's not your business.
I'm not a Patreon. Like I said in the video, I'm not a Patreon. I went through that. There's a lot of people suffering with their family with cancer. She played on the emotion of people. You don't do, Laura, it's wrong in every sense of the word. Look,
I mean, Laura knows it's wrong.
Laura will never admit that it's wrong. She'll never admit it.
I mean,
yes,
listen,
Laura.
she knows it's wrong at heart. And if it were anybody other than Marissa, she would be singing the same song. For instance, if I pulled some shit like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll have to agree with Mallory there because she's 100% right.
You can bet your ass Laura would be saying it's wrong. So we understand. We know the game that's being played here. It's wrong.
Okay, here's what you don't know. Okay?
Here we go. Laura's going to start fucking lying and making shit up.
Here's what you don't know. And you guys seem to forget this. I have been on.
It's the old, here's what you don't know trick. Laura does this with everything. It's like, if she can't come up with an argument, it's always like, oh, well, there's things that happen that you don't know about. And that's why it justifies why Laura is right, you know, even though she's wrong. But, you know, that's always her thing. Oh, there's things that happen behind the scenes that you don't know about. And that's why I'm right and justified in acting the way that I'm acting.
On the other end, I have had shit stolen out of Discord. I have had shit stolen out of Patreon. I have shit, leaking my shit, leaking Patreon. So I've been on the other end. And that's
something being stolen and something being wrong. It can't be unwrong just because it's been discovered. Yes, it's wrong that something has been slipped out. It's been leaked. That's a different situation.
And
we're not saying that that's not wrong. Of course it's wrong.
I was in her Patreon when she had a mole. And I was used several times with that one girl that ended up becoming your Patreon at the same time. And me and you talked about it back when this happened.
Dude,
Marissa
I
put
mean,
me
dude, there's always going to be moles in people's Patreons, especially when you act like a shitbag. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so ridiculous.
because she was
The expectation, like I said the other day, the expectation of privacy on the internet, you know, with strangers and large groups of people from these people it's ridiculous, man. It's just fucking ridiculous.
I can't think of her name right now. I didn't even know the girl's name. And Marissa wanted me to, after she had to go in there and weed it out and get information out.
Barnyard cuts out a lot, so it's really hard to understand what she's saying here.
She was, you know, a mower. Then she got offended about me doing that. So the person, I can't. If you tell me the name, I'll think about it. I mean, I'll remember it.
Marissa is no stranger to this game.
No.
Everything that you put in a Patreon or elsewhere, you know you run the risk of being mulled out. Marissa's
Exactly, dude. Which is why I tell you guys all the time, the people that are in my Discord, okay? I try to keep it as safe for you guys as possible, but I can't control, you know, I can't control what other people do. So do not go in my Patreon, my Discord, and I don't have Patreon. Don't go in my Discord. Do not put your private information in there. Do not put super personal things in there. Do not just, you know, go in there with the expectation that this could be seen by anybody. And what you write in there could be seen by anybody on the internet. Because, you know, however many people are in there, you're putting your information out to that many people. Okay. And while right now, we hope, you know, that everybody's trustworthy, you just never know. So, you know, you just be careful in there. I tell everybody, I tell you guys all the time, just be careful what you put in there. Thankfully, nobody puts any shit like that. You know, the majority of the talk that goes on in there isn't even about YouTube, but I'm just, you know, just be careful. Just don't go in there with an expectation of privacy, you know, please. I don't want that on me, you know, but I want to protect you guys. And the only way to do that is by telling you guys to be careful what you put out there.
Marissa's not naive. Now she knows that she's going to put something so dirty in there.
She absolutely, thank you, Heart Shape Box, because you're 100% right. She knows for a while now her Patreon's been being leaked. I mean, Nonsense makes no secret about it. She posts it on both Facebook and on her community posts regularly. So she knows that it's getting put out there. And so, in my opinion, she puts this shit out and she uses that exposure to her advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise she would put a stop to it. She would try to figure out who this mole is in there. You know, it's a little harder for her to do that nowadays, but, you know, she doesn't even take the time to figure out who is this person because she doesn't care. She wants it getting out there. It's a good advertisement for her Patreon in her mind, right? Because it's tantalizing. It's like, ooh, what else? What other kind of juicy gossip's being discussed in there? So she doesn't care. And then she uses it to her advantage. She knows that making a post like that, she's gone, okay? It's going to get leaked out and it's going to get posted somewhere and she's going to get all the attention. She knows what she's doing. These people are not stupid.
Knowingly to play up postings, she knows she's running the risk of somebody leaking that. Now,
Yep.
I'm telling you, she did it deliberately. I know her. And I know she wanted that leaked because I know Marissa. She wanted to take, she wanted exactly what she got.
But Mallory,
She wanted this conversation all about her because
Why can't Laura just talk to people without yelling? Like Barnyard and Mallory are talking in a normal tone. And Laura's always got to be like, Mallory. Like she's always got this like strained, like what? Dude, calm the fuck down, Laura. You could get your point across without sounding like a child.
negative, and she knows how to. Let me finish. She knows how to spin, and she knows how to get everybody talking about her. This is exactly what she wanted. And look, when she came back from her little 90s thing, she had.
God, Laura, your sound quality on your fucking lives is awful.
Basically had 1,000 people in her chat, and she was like a happy pig in shit. So listen, she was thrilled. She was thrilled. She got exactly what she wanted out of it.
I agree.
This is Marissa. We know Marissa very well. I have also known her from like 2017, 2018. I've also had on and again relationship with her. I know her very well.
And I
And if I can say somebody going through and being treated like I was treated, and my sister can help do that, and by God, I'm telling it, because also what she did to me was wrong in every sense of the word, and I can't believe you can even co-sign that shit.
When did I co-sign it?
Laura,
Tell me
if
when
you're
the
even,
fuck I co-signed it.
You're fucking sitting there defending it, Laura. So when you're defending it, you're co-signing it, you dumbass.
Please stop.
You were white knighting for her. I mean,
not when it came to you, I wasn't. And,
well, okay.
Honestly, I don't white knight for anybody.
Laura, stop it, girl. She's serious right now.
I white knight for my own Patreons.
She white knights for her own Patreons. Like, dude, never, unless it benefits her somehow.
Be friends with another woman.
That's really the only time Laura white knights for anybody, if there's some benefit in it for her.
You watch her tear a woman down, like you know is loyal and a different girl like I was, and you can be every day. You
hang out with people that cut women down every motherfucking day, bro. Makeup
See, Laura, all of a sudden now, Laura, get your own fucking insults, okay? Makeup slobster. That just tells me there was a troll that was coming in here recently saying that. And like, I haven't heard somebody even say that in the longest fucking time, dude. Like, when was the last time anybody's called me that? Laura comes in here, or Laura, I'm sorry, there's a troll that comes in here using that. And here's Laura using it up on her fucking panel.
Makeup slobster has been after me for 2 years, and when I don't even fucking talk about the dumb cunt.
I've been after her for 2 years. Oh my God, Laura. I've been after you. No, I just commentate on the stupid shit you do, bro. I haven't been after you. When you say something like that, you make it like I'm trying to like destroy you or hurt you in some way. I just fucking commentate on the dumb bullshit that you do and criticize you. I'm not coming after you, Laura. Fucking douchebag. She's such an asshole. I know. Come up with your own names, Laura. Seriously.
Throwing
your besties with her.
And you're besties with her. Dude, like, seriously, Laura, do you know what a best friend is? I know you don't have one and probably never have because you can't keep friendships. But, like, how am I besties with Barnyard? Like, you're so fucking immature. You're so fucking immature. I'm besties with her. I've never even talked to her on the phone. Ever. Once. Never had a conversation. Never had a private conversation with her on the phone or anything. But we're somehow best friends. Okay. That just goes to show what Laura thinks a best friend is. Like, I mean, oh my God, dude.
Because of my humiliate and ruin them.
Her and Alicia haven't done that to my business for 2 fucking years. Get the fuck out of here, Barnyard.
I'm sorry.
Get the fuck out of here, Barnyard. Laura, I can't affect your business, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? If your candles are that good, there's nothing I could say that's going to affect the business because the people that are in my chat, they're not buying your candles anyway. Let's just be honest. The people that watch me, they're not buying your candles. You know, the only thing that can affect your business is you by making shitty products, okay? And having them almost fucking set people's houses on fire. That's not on me, dude. I can't help, you know, ruin your business. I mean, if you really think that, me just critiquing, then you must ruin every business because all you do is critique everything. Don't you hear Laura all the time? I don't like that. I don't like that. That's ugly. Ugh. You know, like, so you're the only person that's allowed to have an opinion about anything, Laura. Nobody else is allowed to have opinions.
Laura, in all fairness, you're the worst. You are your own worst enemy when it comes to your business.
Oh,
That's true. That is fucking true. I think I stopped watching after this point. So after she said that about me, I was just like, oh my God, Laura, you're such a fucking asshole. Yeah, she is her own worst enemy when it comes to her business.
And I can give you a prime example. If you'll let me have the floor for just 60 seconds.
Sure.
Because I'll be honest with you. In just the last few weeks, I can give you a prime example of how you ruined it. Listen. I bought a candle from you recently as a little peace offering. Just went in. I purchased a candle from you, right? Just in good faith to try to clear the air. I spoke nicely about you and your candle. We had a really nice little reputation
And you know that Laura probably immediately Googled Mallory's address to see where she lived.
on Molly Golightly's in front of my audience, in front of yours. It was warm. I've been talking nicely about you to my audience. I'm going to tell you something. Molly Golightly might have a Patreon, a nice little Patreon. She might make more ad revenue. But I'm going to tell you something, Laura. Make no mistake about it. When it comes to getting super chats and support, I will tell you, I don't know what you're getting from Molly Golightly's candle sales, but I'm going to be honest with you. Whatever you're making from her, I tell you what, my audience would have bought 3 times the amount of candles that whatever you're selling at Molly Golightly's. I'm telling you, I've got my place is.
There was a point in this live where Laura tried to deny ever saying that Molly Golightly made her business. And I don't know if it was after this, because I don't remember this part, but I know there was a point in the live where one of them actually handed her, they were kind of handing her ass and calling her out at one point in this. And I don't know if I went too far or whatever, but it could have happened prior to this. I don't know. But Laura's like, oh, she didn't make my business. I have a clip of Laura on my other channel where she's talking to Wendy V, and she tells Wendy V that like Molly Golightly is pretty much responsible for getting her candle business off the ground. So like, which one is it, Laura? That's what I'm saying. Laura will change her argument depending on like what she's arguing about and her end goal is. She'll change it. She'll contradict herself.
Is what I'm telling you. But you think that you can run your business completely out of Molly Golightly.
Hold up.
That's what you think.
Laura always does the hold up.
Hold up.
No.
That's because that's the only idiot that's willing to let Laura fucking come in there and drop her candle link. In fact, there was in one of the clips the other day, you hear Laura complaining that she doesn't have a wrench. And so Molly Golightly's like, Laura, put your fucking stupid candle link in there. And Laura will still do it. Even though she's talking down on her like that, Laura will still do it.
When is the last time you tried to come over and sell a candle at the House of Williams?
Mallory,
you've made a big mistake. You've made a big mistake.
I don't want
and I tried to set the stage for you.
I don't want somebody. Let me speak now, okay?
Go
I
ahead.
gave you the floor. Now let me speak. I want somebody to promote my candles because they like them, not because I
I did hear this part the other day. Okay, this is probably the part then.
think that their audience would buy them. I want them.
She thinks that Molly Golightly genuinely fucking likes her candles. Like she really thinks that.
My candles are good and you liked my candle, then it shouldn't fucking matter about Molly. My whole business is not from Molly. I don't know why you think.
All right, we're gonna prove right now that that's bullshit. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna show you guys Laura's lies. Okay, because she literally fucking credited her with her fucking business being successful. She did it. I heard it with my own fucking ears. Hold on a second. Wake up, Mobster. Wake up, Mobster Live. Why is my buttons not going? Here we go. Hold on a second. Let me go to my other channel. How come it's not coming up? Ugh, motherfucker. Hold on a second. Let's go on my other channel real quick. Here it is. Mobster Live. And we are going to go to, hold on. Here's my videos. All right, give me a second here to find this. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to play the audio because I'm lazy. I don't feel like switching
feelings. Oh my God, she hurt me so much. I can't believe it. I was such a real friend to her. I was such a good friend to her. I was the.
Hold on.
Time she's like, my awesome promoting today.
That was me reading the text message about her going into Molly Golightly's chat.
How do you?
Hold on. Here's the clip.
Just take a little listen here. And before we get into that, I just got to say one more thing.
I'll be the first to say in the Discord, I'm like, holy fuck, Laura has 1,000 people in her fucking chat. Now, that is that's fucking well done, man. Yeah, absolutely. And we've all sat for many years watching you go, fuck, Laura has 1,000 people in her chat. So you could drop your own, like, it's almost like you don't need Molly anymore. You're on your own. You're on your own.
I wasn't using Molly for that, but let me say that.
Okay, I only understood about like 50% of what Wendy V was trying to say there. But why would Laura say that I wasn't using her for that? Nobody ever accused you of that, but it's kind of weird that that's the first thing that your subconscious comes up with. It's kind of weird that that's the first thing that comes out of your head.
Of course it is.
Molly was a huge part of my candle business getting off the ground.
Absolutely, yes.
What was that?
Yes.
And I will never take that away from her, despite the lies that Alicia heard or Alicia tells.
Alicia's crazy.
Molly herself.
I like Alicia.
Molly herself.
No, me too, but she's, after that
God,
40 hour
sorry.
life, she's fucking crazy, okay?
If you're wearing headphones, I apologize.
Molly
Wendy V, you're a little not right in the head too.
herself has bought about $700 worth of candles.
Wow.
Okay. Like she really likes them.
But do you think that's she likes them, or she was trying to keep you on spot?
Oh no, she
So Laura just said she was a huge part in getting my business off the ground.
likes them. She really does. So full on hypocrisy, shut up. So
Shut up.
So anybody, I will never take that away from her. That she really got me a lot of customers, and who are now repeat customers. But even if my business went to shit, which I mean it's not, but even if it did, I still would thank her for everything she did. But I will never sell my soul again to make sales. That won't happen.
Oh,
Wow.
What was that? What was that, Laura? You'll never sell your soul again to make sales. So yeah, don't deny that you've ever fucking accredited her. I've heard, this isn't the only clip out there, because I've heard her say it several times where, she's the reason that my candles business got off the ground and blah, 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 blah.
It is.
Oh, but it's
Who
not.
else over here is promoting your candles? Where else do I see you hawking your candles? Nowhere. Molly
That's because nobody else wants to fucking allow that shit.
Golightly, Molly Golightly. Well, that's going to be your lot, because your whole business is contingent on whether Molly Golightly likes you that month or not.
Oh my God.
It is the truth.
Mallory, you're living
It's
in
the
a
truth.
fantasy world. No, it's not the truth. It's not even close to the fucking
Yes,
truth.
it is.
Oh my
It is, Laura. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Here's
God,
what I know.
really?
Here's what I know. You've lost out on more sales than you'll ever get from Molly Golightly
Okay.
from just my business alone. I'm telling you that. Take it to the bank, because my place is more lucrative than Molly Golightly's any day of the week. That I promise you.
I don't know about that. I really don't. But either way, what she's saying about, as far as Laura needing Molly Golightly to help her sales, absolutely. There's a whole conversation between her and Molly Golightly. And, Laura's like asking if she could put her 25% off link in her Patreon, right? Because she's like, oh, I just had to buy a prom dress. It's like, oh my God.
And Laura, I'm not getting in on that all that kind of, but I want to say this: if I had seen Mallory, anybody, another female like I was done, and I'm not just saying it because it was me. Because listen, I'm good. I know my truth. My husband knows my truth, but it doesn't change that what was done to me is against the freaking law.
Here's the thing. This whole conversation is honestly pointless because you're not going to change Laura's mind. Laura's getting something out of her friendship with Molly Golightly. She doesn't care how much Molly Golightly abuses her, talks shit about her, treats her. She just needs to keep. That's the only place on YouTube that she's really allowed to put those fucking candle links in. So, and that it's true because Laura gets so fucking angry whenever it's pointed out to her. She's like, no, it's not. She gets so fucking defensive about it because it's the truth. And she knows it's the truth. I have the text message. It's in this video. Okay. Hold on a second. Where did I close that? No. Here. Let me go back. It's in the video. Okay. This was Laura texting me. Hold on a second. Here. You guys can see it. She knows that it's the truth. It's contingent, like Mallory said, on whether Molly Golightly lets her in the chat, lets her in her thing. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure it's showing on screen. Yep. Okay. My awesome promoting today got me 8 orders. Fuck them. Nice video, Marianne. I would never hurt you. You know how calculated they are. Like you're not, Laura. So I'm going to use them right back. I would hope you know that. I have both of them still blocked, but I'll be honest. That bluegill made me freaking cry. I'm not friends with either of them. Call me. So I was like, Laura went in their chat and she's basically saying that she's using them for fucking candles to sell her fucking candles. But okay, Laura.
Laura, and it wouldn't matter who it was done. I would have a fucking problem with it, and I would not ever support that person because it was wrong. It was wrong. It was wrong for Justice to sit up there and do what he did. It was wrong for Love of Scorpio and all of her fucking followers to call me a fucking predator, a fucking freak. All the names I got called for weeks after this, and I have had many apologies from those people, Laura. Now, but and since then, that would
Wait,
do that. They would
hold on, Barnyard. I gotta interrupt you for a second. Jamie.
Okay.
Jamie?
Laura does this all the time when she's backed into a corner by comments that somebody's saying on her panel. She doesn't have an argument. She'll get distracted by the chat, you know, on purpose, right? She's watching the chat and then she'll address the chat. So it kind of changes the subject.
I don't know what fucking fantasy world you live in. I never said splitting with Molly cost me sales. Ever. Ever.
That's debatable.
So I don't know what fucking fantasy you're trying to convince yourself of, but that shit was never said. Have a good day. All right, go on, Barnyard.
And if I wasn't the person I was, Laura, what she did and how she tried to humiliate me, it could have ruined my marriage if I wasn't solid with my husband. When he heard, listen, I told him what had happened. He knew what happened at Dallas when I come home. But whenever that shit started happening, I told him. And then when I started playing what she said, you should have seen his face. He looked at me and said, turn that fucking shit off before I get in my vehicle or get on a bike. He said, you don't want to know. It could have cost me. It didn't because he knows the truth. He knows how he.
Let's see how Laura defends this.
Already didn't like Marissa. It could have cost me my marriage. Laura, it could have ruined me if I wasn't solid. And there's a lot of not solid people in these fucking streets.
But Barnyard, do you know the old saying that holding on to hate doesn't do
I'm not holding on to hate.
That's Laura's argument. Do you know the old saying that holding on to hate doesn't do anything good? Like, first of all, that's not a saying. I've never heard that quote unquote saying before. But like, second of all, that's our argument. Like, she's telling her how serious the ramifications could have been, right? And Laura's like, holding on to hate. Bro, somebody fucking did that to me. I'll tell you right now, I'd be holding on to that shit. Laura, the person who holds on to everything, she's going to tell somebody that holding on to hate does you no good. Okay, Laura.
I'm making sure that new people know my fucking story. I'm not holding on to hate, Laura. I don't let that go for my own. So trust and believe.
She doesn't understand it. Laura's never been truly victimized by this woman, okay? In ways, and Laura doesn't care. She again just wants to sell her fucking candles, and if she's given that opportunity, she's gonna do it, which I understand. I get it, Laura. You're a single mother. You have 3 teenagers. Blah 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 blah. Right? We know your shtick. We know your deal. But if you've been really wronged and your family has been affected by this person, you wouldn't let go of it easily either. Trust me. Anyway, all right, I'm done with this fucking live. This shit. One more thing I want to look at, and then I'm gonna get off here because I gotta go eat. But what are you barking at? Barking Nick Barkison, plus my thing's gonna die. Listen to the part. This is so awkward. I think it was this. And you'll hear Laura, okay, criticizing everything. I just want to point this out because we're not allowed to criticize her candles, but she's allowed to criticize everything else in the world, okay? Especially when it comes to her daughter. What the fuck is this? I'm sure it's probably something else she's criticizing. Hold on. If it was this live.
I don't know. That's why I said I'll have to see with the boots. I would go to the store if I had to.
Boots. Hold on. I don't know if this is live. Hold on. I got to find it. MGL came up on her panel, right? And Laura shows her Oh no, wait. Is this the right one? Shit. Oh no, this is when
They talk about the
came
same
up.
thing.
Never mind.
It just cycles through all the channels.
Problem. That's my whole point. You
Wrong one. Hold on. Okay, so she comes up on the panel. Maybe it was this one. Oh wait, could it have been this one? Shit, I'm so like confused. Anyway, and she's criticizing her own kid. What is up with these fucking thumbnails, dude? Of course, my fucking internet sucks today. Hold on. Yeah, Laura has, she has zero respect for anybody. She doesn't even have respect for herself, dude. Honestly, you know, somebody who had self-respect wouldn't even go back to a person who's like MGL, you know? But then at the same time, they're both like just as bad as each other. So it's like you almost, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Hold on. Why is her screen black? All right, maybe it's not this live. I don't know, dude. If it's not this one, then it has to be not that one. Not the one with Bombshell. She's just calling out Bombshell, and then boom, here she is a week later apologizing and trying to make amends with her. It's like, girl, make it make sense. Make your fucking mind up, Laura. You know, why are you trying to make up with Bombshell all of a sudden? You know what I think the problem is? I think I have to plug into my
boobs. My sister-in-law's boobs. She's got no boobs. She takes
this
after my
one.
mom.
Here's where she's criticizing her own kid. It's like, Laura, oh my God, dude. On panel with MGL and the tension, the weird, odd tension between them that you can feel. Hold on a second. Let me go plug this in so that it moves a little faster.
Now, Mallory and I look high. I wish I was high. Mallory and once got mad at me and Marissa for the same thing. And had gotten mad at us because we didn't stick up for her for something that we didn't even know about until.
Hold on. I'm just going to fast forward because we don't need to hear all this bullshit. Okay, here it is.
My business. Leave my business alone. I work fucking hard on it.
Because they're jealous.
It's
Laura, why are you using the green screen? Like, it's in her hair. I just don't understand the necessity for this green screen thing.
Pisses me off.
They're jealous. And you want to know what else? I heard that a lot of my people really love the candles.
I'm glad. Yeah, if you got yours, the others should have got theirs too.
Really love the candles.
What?
I think it's funny that everyone's loving those candles.
Good. I'm glad.
I think it's funny too.
And we don't have to be best friends, but if you want to sell your stupid candles on my channel, it doesn't bother me.
Like, dude, what kind of friend says that? If you want to be, we don't have to be best friends, but if you want to sell your stupid candles on my channel, it doesn't bother me. Like, wow, dude. Wow.
By the way, tell your Patreons, all candles till Friday are 25% off.
Laura doesn't need her for sales or anything, but she's like, tell your Patreons that the candles are 25% off.
All of them.
All of
like,
them. Not just some of them, all of them.
My first priority.
I'm doing a special these next couple of days because I need money.
Do you hear Marissa? It'll be my first priority. She's not gonna do it
because I just bought a stupid prom dress.
Oh, wow. What color is a prom dress?
Oh, you didn't?
What color is her prom dress? Please tell me so I can criticize it and rip it apart.
It's saying, I'll show you. Hold on. It's magenta.
I don't know if this is the same live where the daughter was going on a date and Laura's like criticizing the shit out of everything, but we'll see.
Wow.
Why is this fucking thing not charging again?
And I said between prom, needing new speakers, I was like, I'm broke ass, so buy candles. Buy lots and lots of candles.
Laura's always broke ass.
So I did a special, 25% off. All candles till Friday. Help me recover some.
Yeah, can you put the code inside of Patreon?
And here is.
Listen to what Laura's code is. It's hilarious.
That's the dress.
Oh, how pretty. What kind of jewelry is she gonna wear?
She sounds really thrilled by it. Oh, how pretty.
Backless.
She's gonna wear diamonds. No, it's prom 25 off.
Prom 25 off. Laura, like, literally is like, you're paying for this shit. Here's the code. Prom 25 off.
Sly Angel got it.
What material is that?
I don't know. It's some sequence.
It's sequins.
Yeah, it's all sequence.
And she's gonna wear diamonds?
Yeah.
Sequins.
So awkward, bro. Sequins. Like, that's so awkward. She's like, oh. She's like, what jewelry is she wearing? Sequins.
See, the jewelry is gonna be hard.
Nah.
Yeah, she's just gonna do earrings.
I mean, in my opinion, I'm just saying. I don't even know if I would do earrings. Maybe some like small or like drop earrings, with that dress. But yeah, you don't want to overdo it with jewelry. I definitely wouldn't wear a necklace with this dress.
She's gonna do earrings and a necklace.
That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah.
Laura's like, she's gonna borrow one of my fucking animal bone necklaces.
She does it every year.
This
isn't a first prom. This is a third prom.
Because it's a sequin dress. The dress is overpowering. How's she doing her hair?
Boy of prom dresses changes since I was young.
She wears like a drop, like a small one on necklace, not like an overdone, like not a lot, just a small.
Just remember, how's she doing her hair?
Up. She's gonna have it up.
Okay.
That's what this picture is. She's holding it up
All right.
to see how it looks up.
Like, why does Molly Golightly even fucking care? Like, it's so weird. It's so awkward.
That's it.
She got off this like live and was like, red is the color of whores.
That's my baby's dress.
And Laura's got to do the baby voice. That's my baby's dress. Cuckoo caca.
Yeah, it's like a ruby color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because just remember that the color on top of sequins is the papow of the dress. Is
the papow? The fuck is that?
Is the centerpiece. That's so you got to work around the dress.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
So awkward, bro. It is so awkward. Look at this person in her chat. They get the code wrong. It says prime 20 off, 25 off. Oh my God. I can't. Excuse me.
She wears like a small rhinestone. No, not prime, prom. P-R-O-M.
Just facts. I wouldn't be putting my minor daughter's body on the internet, but that's just me.
Good for her.
Laura and her 1980s nails. Like, what is going on there?
No, someone put the wrong code. Someone put prime 25 off. It's prom 25 off.
Gotcha.
But she does. She looks beautiful in it.
Good for her.
She's almost 5'10".
What?
Yeah, Sage is almost 5'10".
Jesus.
She's like 121 pounds or something. You got a J-Lo butt though.
My God.
Wow.
Listen to these two older, jealous fucking women talking. Like, it's, oh my God.
Good for her. Tell her, make sure she doesn't get fat.
But she doesn't have boobs. I have boobs.
Why, Laura? Why are you talking about your daughter's boobs on YouTube, dude? So fucking weird.
My sister-in-law has boobs. She's got no boobs. She takes after my mom.
Wow.
And then she's got to compare her to her daughter. Oh my God, so cringy.
So yeah, in order to help pay for all this, all candles 25% off.
See now, Laura, if your business wasn't contingent on Molly Golightly, okay, you wouldn't even have to tell her Patreons or make this code up for them, 25% off candles to pay for a prom dress. You know what I'm saying? It's like, You just proved Mallory's point with this.
Till Friday.
Well, thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming up and explaining everything.
All right.
I'll talk to you later. Bye. Delicate necklace. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't think of the right word. Delicate. Yeah.
Dude, like, look how glitched out this thing is in her hair. I just like, I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know why you need it.
She's been to prom every year.
It seems like it.
So it should be nice. But I said, you know, I don't know how we're gonna top last year's dress, because last year's dress was awesome.
Bonnie Claus will buy it.
Hold on, I'll show you guys. If I have pictures handy.
All right, we don't need to see this. I don't care all that much. I just wanted to show you guys the really fucking super awkward exchange. No, Laura didn't have her boobs done. I think, from what I know, I don't think so. I think both of them are jealous of those kids. Oh yeah, dude, totally. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they didn't like live their lives. It's almost like they both vicariously live through their kids. It's really fucking weird. Like I mean, of course we all want the best for our kids, you know, but like why do you have to top it? I don't know. I only went to my prom. That was the only prom I went to. And I barely went to that. It was like a last minute decision because I really didn't even want to go. I had no desire to go. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, like they're vicariously living through their kids and like all the weird shit that they say, the decisions like they want to make for their kids. Like, you know, there's no what autonomy in their, like, between them and their children. It's very, very fucking strange. I love Laura MGL combos, compliments disguised as insults every time. Exactly, CK. That's what I'm saying. It's always like, she's like, oh, sequins. Like, no, having small boobs. I have small boobs. Whatever. It is what it is, you know? Anyway, all right. It was lovely talking to you guys, but I need to go get myself some dinner and eat something. I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. Well, I ate like 3 scoops of peanut butter out of the peanut butter jar. But yeah. Anyway, lovely talking to you guys. Next week I should be back to like my normal like daytime, you know, going live usually during the days, like Mondays and shit like that. So the little change of events in the last couple of weeks, but I will be back to my normal daytime life. To be honest with you guys, I actually like going better, like live during the day better for some reason. So I will be back, you know, and that's pretty much it. So till then, I will see you guys. I don't know what's today. Today is what? Wednesday, Tuesday, something like that. I'm sure if I can, I'll pop in again and talk to you guys this week. But starting next week, we'll be back to like normal. Everything will be back to normal. So have a good night. And I hope you guys have a good week. And yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye. I'm going to go down on myself.